And during my time on TikTok, when I was talking about this back in January, this is actually a video that did come up on my For You page that...
Oh, come on. Nah, I'm sorry. What are we doing? No, what are we doing? Come on. What are we doing? They never... I just don't understand. I don't get it. If we understand that the main demographic is young, teenage, girly pops and all that, why are we doing Johns that are suggestive and appeal to men? It don't make no, like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying there aren't bros that can't enjoy, like Melanie Martinez, or you know what I'm saying, or heads like Sabrina Carpenter, you know what I'm saying, or Johns like that. But it's like, yo, doing some of these Johns appeal to bulls that, I'm going to be frank, are not the teenage girly pops. I'm gonna be for real. It's crazy. It's crazy, Wagwan. Wadwan. Seriously, though. What's going on here? For the girly pops, the huns, and the babes. You already know what it is. Trilly is once more barging in on the tea party, because you already seen when Trilly was dying having to be outside, not being able to drop any of the schloops. Yeah, the Hun, Miss Coco's Crazy, dropped an update on the whole Melanie Martinez situation, the whole scam situation, potentially, because, yeah. TLDW, if as didn't watch, yeah. Mr. Melanie Martinez, 10 years ago, about a decade ago, dropped a perfume called the CryBaby perfume. Everybody was raving over that boy, but the price then was looking a little bit more right. It was around $45 to $60. But she was saying that the manufacturer discontinued. They don't have the Johns no more, so she couldn't drop the perfume. But seeming though, around now, 10 years later, yeah, she didn't find the recipe, was able to cook that boy up. But the price, oof. Price went from $45.60 to $175. Sheesher. Oh my goodness, right? Yeah, crazy works we got going on there. Plus the resale price, Bulls is hiking his John up to like $750, $1,000, some $2, even $3. It's crazy works we got going on here. Insane, as always, mixy, messy. But yeah, apparently some more came out about this, and like I said, the Hun Miss Coco's Crazy. We're gonna show love when you get in the video. Dropped it, so you already know I'm here for it, baby. So let's not waste no more time. Trilly talks everything. Trilly does indeed have everything every single time, baby. Let's get right into it. Like I said in the intro, you already know. Shout out to Hun. Miss Coco's Crazy. Got to. Been watching Miss Coco's Crazy. We got the scamming Melanie Martinez situation got worse. Of course, you guys want to watch the OG video. Down in the description. First link, like I said, sure to level Hun. And we are getting out into this boy. I ain't gonna lie, no time, no waste, because, Yap says, y'all see the time? You already know this about to be a Trilly Yap masterpiece. Oh. Stimulate your senses.
Sorry, I just wanted to give you a moment of peace for the amount of chaos that we're about to get into.
I have spent my whole day listening to the entire CryBaby album, watching every single music video, listening to the entire K-12 album.
People's views on the new release of
Brain rotted for sure.
The perfume Melanie is re-releasing, the CryBaby perfume, has changed even more. People are becoming more and more angry towards her as time goes on, and new allegations surrounding Melanie have circulated.
I was about to say, because this is something that a lot of heads was talking about, like when we was covering the first video, you know what I'm saying, other Jones with Melanie Martinez and her allegations, like, yo, her fan base, toxic. Yeah, because we already know, especially about the Hun, especially the John they was DMing the Hun Miss Coco's Crazy works. But anyway, sidebar from that, yo, they really pick and choose what Jones to be mad at. Like, we not really mad about the allegations with Miss Timothy, Timothy. But they mad about this? Some perfume? Interesting.
So we're going to be looking into those as well, and obviously I'm going to be unbiased. We're just looking at the allegations. Overall, you should be glad you did not miss this video. Let's get into it.
So I got scammed out of $150.
Oh yeah, and then we also have to get into different people claiming that Melanie completely scammed them.
Wait, where am I? What? What is that?
Oh snap, hold on. We got the good merch out, but it's looking like, yo, y'all ever seen a Slenderman, John? Y'all definitely seen Slenderman. I'm not talking about truly the dumbass. But like, yo, we out here looking for the pages, but now we found a hoodie for sure.
This is so pretty. Fun fact, if you click on the link in my description and buy a sweatshirt or t-shirt, all profits go to Mustafa to help rebuild his home in Gaza.
Not to mention the reasonable price, high quality, and beautiful design. Get one today.
Feeling that, the Hun Miss Coco Bird. $350.
So most of us know how it started by now, how the whole drama and situation started. It started very recently when Melanie announced that she's releasing the CryBaby perfume, and a lot of people went nuts. Some were super excited and hyped. It sold out in 24 hours. It sold out immediately. But most people, I would say the large majority, were incredibly furious at the price.
There's been a lot of hate comments ever since I said that I bought 2 bottles of Melanie Martinez's brand new relaunch.
Bro, nah, we gonna have to just... Yo, Hez was making fun of me, bro, because Trilly don't know how to use the calculator. But Hez, no, Trilly's a dumbass. Trilly don't know how to do math. But, like, bro... Oh, my goodness.
The CryBaby milk perfume, right? But what you guys don't understand are those hate comments pay my bills.
So there's a lot of, like...
But, like, again, this is the same shit we were saying about Natalie Reynolds. Hate farming and, like, rage baiting, bro, that shit is not gonna last.
Anger going around right now in the fandom and outside of it. People outside the fandom are really, really mad because they're like, first of all, she's scamming all of you people. Like, why are you paying these prices? This is ridiculous. It's a perfume.
It's like, yeah, would I, like, actually label this as a scam? It's like, nah, because people still have the choice. People are, like, obviously not obligated to buy this because you're a fan of Miss Melanie Martinez. But for the price that she's shelving this boy out for, being $175 and it previously being somewhere between $45 $60, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we hiking that boy up. I see you really trying to rip the profits off of them, Miss Martinez. I'm really seeing it. It's like, you might be scamming these fools out a bit of a cheese, but not like obviously like on some fraudulent like legal vibes. It's like, hey, you riffing these boys.
No celebrity should charge this much.
And they sucking it up for this.
And people on the inside are mad because other people bought multiple ones like this guy. So this guy has a lot of people coming at him. People from inside the fandom are obviously calling him greedy, and people from outside of it are like, why are you supporting Melanie? Have you never heard of her allegations before?
Now you can't even be spraying this shit because like I remember, yo, one of the hunts was like, yo, this shit like $350 a spray. I'm like, what? I'm like, no. Oh my god.
But one thing pretty much everyone can agree on is that we all kind of to some extent are curious what it smells like. People from in the fandom, specifically this one.
Oh yeah, now after all this, John, no, I'm definitely curious. But my point still stay in the same shit I was saying in the other vid. I'm like, bro, I'm not about to be the one to purchase this boy to see if what it smell like though. That's definitely not. I seen some of the Huns getting like the mini sample Jones. They paying $30 for some shit that's like the size of this candy right here. I'm like, never.
Bomboclad!
Bomboclad do I go on, gully pop. We can just get another perfume, huh?
A lot of the fans have been judging the past of former perfumes. They've said, especially Portal, some of them smell bad. I remember, yes, the ones that paid like $260 for the perfume were judging it.
Bro, that one I was $275, bro, that 4-pack shit. And then, yo, I ain't even know. Yo, see, this John really got Trilly on the yap says for real. But, like, I didn't even know. I'm looking at the John, and she had pulled it out. And I'm thinking that it really go down to the whole bottle. It's just the part that shows the actual liquid. The other part is, like, plastic. The other part, I'm like, never, bro. Oh, my God.
It smell bad, but seemingly everyone who buys it is like, it smells so good. I've seen a lot of cases like this. This fan is mad because they kept it unopened for like 9 years, and now she's letting people buy them again, and they thought like they'd like save it for this long.
But resale price, if you got that shit 9 years ago and you paid like again $45 to $60, bro, T-Sad's paying $2,000 for this shit. I'm like, bro, I'm selling that immediately. Like, yo, that's a profit. If you're buying this now for resale, thinking you're about to still get an upcharge because it's still popping or is regaining its popularity, nah, you're crazy as hell for that shit. I will be calling you a dumbass.
Honestly, if I bought a perfume from someone I really looked up to, I don't think I could save it for 9 years. So there is a lot of, I'll admit, that's a hard thing to do. So yeah, that would definitely be an experience.
So I got scammed out of $150. So if you haven't heard, Melanie Martinez, hater, she released the CryBaby perfume again. You know, the one that she said she couldn't resell. She couldn't make it again because the manufacturer went out of stock or went out of business. Whatever, I don't care. She brought it back and it's being sold for $175. That's a lot when you think about it, but the resellers, they're going $600, $800.
Not to mention the fact.
See, but that's the thing that you don't gotta buy that shit. Like, you'll have to purchase retail. You'll definitely don't have to purchase resale. That's the whole point of that.
In fact, yes, I did say this briefly in my last video that Shein versions, like, there's literally a copy that looks exactly like it until you buy it. Obviously, you can probably tell then because it's $20 versus $175.
I forgot, what did that Miss Girl's Crazy say that show's name? It was like Melanie Martinez. The one that's $175 is the CryBaby perfume, but I think the one on Shein was like Babies Who Cry or some shit.
but people have admitted on TikTok to scamming people. Like, they'll put it on eBay for $400, the original one, and really it's just a $19 Shein one, and someone will buy it and then they'll gloat and brag about it. So not only will you be
But that's like, again, that's a thing of like, you have to take self accountability. It's like, yo, why are you even doing this in the first place? I don't even know why you would buy this for resale price. It is just not worth it.
spending like $600, but you may not even be getting
Like, if you're that big of a fan of Miss Melanie Martinez, you need to be sniping this shit for retail, bro. Fuck like buying this resale.
a real one.
So crazy amount of money, but you know what? I had a thought. I started Googling it on Google because obviously I don't want to support her. Don't want to support her. I don't want to give her money. I would rather use a reseller, but I also don't want to use a reseller that's...
But that just, that it doesn't... But it doesn't make sense because, okay, you don't buy it from her for retail because you don't want to support her, but you're gonna buy this shit way over fucking price from a reseller from them to give them cheese, but you're still technically supporting Miss Melanie Martinez because it's her product you're buying. I don't... Okay, I'm gonna let her hold that.
selling for like thousands of dollars. So I googled it and I found 2 listings on Etsy. One of them was, or they both were $150 and they were discounted at that price. So it was like $686 and then they lowered it to $150 because obviously...
That's a... Hun, you... Yo, this is why I keep telling the Huns, like, you're not buying this shit. You're not buying this shit. No. Hun, we're gonna find you a good perfume in another store.
I thought to myself, I was like, they probably found out that it's being sold again, so they're putting it on discount.
I'm not a Melanie supporter. I don't care. Like, I don't have any bias against her, towards her, whatever. I just talk about the allegations. I talk about her situations. But I'm just confused how this is her fault, how this makes her a scammer. Because, like, if this girl bought something from, like, someone else reselling it, then that person's the scammer. It's not Melanie.
Exactly, and this is what I'm saying. And regardless of that factor, her intention on buying this being not supporting her, but still wanting the product, like, you're still on the back end supporting her. So it's an Ouroboros, like, we're just fucking eating our own tail. It doesn't make sense.
That's the scammer.
And they said to go to their official website, fantasyhome.shop. I copy the link, I go into there, and then they've got a whole bunch of like vintage things, like collector items, like stuff that seems really rare. So I placed the order on the website that was given, and...
I'm sorry, does her location say ho? I just peeped game on that. Yo, hun, we gotta change that up. We don't want no more Sophie Reigns, no OF Jezebels around here.
And then their website advertised that I would get my tracking number within 30 minutes. I'm like, that's pretty fast, but okay. DHL International free shipping? That sounds a little too good to be true. It is. They didn't...
If you... Oh my God. Yo, hun, don't piss me off. If you acknowledge that shit is too good to be true, why the fuck did you put in your card information and press purchase? This is...
Give me the tracking number. So I emailed them, and their email is really sketchy. It's like a string of...
Why didn't you cancel this shit?
Letters.
So long story short, she bought the
my
item
God.
and it never like got sent and the website disappeared. It was a scam. And yeah, once again, I don't know why she said Melanie Martinez is a scammer out of the situation.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if anything, she scammed herself by sitting there and convincing herself after seeing all these sketchy things. Yeah, I'm still gonna buy this though.
Because people are talking about how Melanie Martinez is a scammer, but I don't understand because like once anyone sells a product, someone can rebuy it and scam people out of it, especially if it's in as high demand as her item is. So I don't really know where she was going with this, but let's move on to the next controversy.
But apparently this is being sold secondhand for $200 or something dollars. She's fully stocked. Who wants it? Okay, who wants to bid it? Like,
I don't want it. I really do not want it.
A lot of people are realizing how valuable it is right now, and it's crazy because most of her merch, like most pop artists or most people in pop, is not very valuable. Like most of her posters, all of her posters, most of her random merch stuff, it's literally, if I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure so far the only one that's like selling and everyone wants it is this right now. And
Yeah, because it has like that legacy product, that nostalgia value to it, and obviously, like, again, like, if this is something that has not been able to be sold because it's manufacturing or whatever she says to the past 10 years, then like, yeah, the value of this because of the scarcity goes up. And obviously this is a thing of supply and demand, a thing in business. If your supply is very high, then the demand for that item is probably not going to be high because there's a ton of supply. Meanwhile, if the supply of the item is very low, the demand for it probably will be higher because there isn't that much of it. So having access to it gives you more of like a luxury and all that type of beat, depending on what market you're in, or like, yeah, you really fucking need this shit. Good examples of both of these are like, yo, Huns that want Birkins. Yeah, not a lot of people can get a Birkin, so yeah, it's really luxury having the bag. Also, a good example of this was back in COVID with toilet paper. Like, Yeah, everybody wanted toilet paper for whatever fucking reason because, yeah, FOMO and bullshit like that, supply and demand. Supply of TP, low as fuck. Demand for it, high as fuck. Whatever reason, because people were shitting their pants, I guess, even though, way more things were important, like, hand sanitizer and shit. But I mean, all that shit was out too. But like, yeah, it's a thing like that. So yeah, of course this product is going to be very high in demand because yeah, it's very scarce. There's not a lot of supply.
It's pretty rare. Like, once again, I'm not coming for her specifically. I'm just saying from a factual standpoint, this is the thing that's in demand. So don't like go buying her stuff thinking everything's going to be this way. It's just some people lucked out like this girl. And there's this weird scam account on TikTok that's like stealing people's videos of them showing off the CryBaby perfume and then trying to sell like fake Sheen bottles. I've literally seen it and people have called it out before.
People do this shit with everything.
They use this girl's clip and they use other clips too. So it's like there's no safe way to buy it. Even on eBay, there's no safe way to buy it because they could just steal someone's photo. Like they were stealing everyone's videos. The most popular video they were stealing to try to sell the product. So you will never know. You could spend $700 and you have the large chance of getting a night.
Or you could just not spend $700 and try to get this boy retail. But even to that, I would suggest not doing that at all in the first place unless you're a diehard, Melanie Martinez fans who is very good and on top of their finances who can afford to buy this, then yeah, by all means go ahead. But if you don't fall into any of those categories, it's a no for me, hon. It's a no for you as well.
$15 value one from Shein.
Do not piss me off with this shit again because I'm gonna keep fucking asking where the fuck is this sitting, because if this shit isn't in a closet or in a fucking drawer or some shit, bruh, this is not sitting on my goddamn nightstand. If you wake up and the first thing you see is this bullshittery, especially if I'm trying to get my 3 a.m. water, I'm shitting myself immediately. I'm gonna deadass think that aliens are invading the fucking earth. Like, yo, the portals and shit, they were real. They're starting to come through these shits. Like, I don't know if we're playing Portal fucking 2 or some shit. We got the portal gun. This motherfucker came through the blue one. I don't know what that, bro.
Let me rip her out the plastic real quick. Here she is, you guys.
No, keep her in the plastic. As a matter of fact, keep her ass in the box.
It says Portals Parfums right there. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait till she pulls this shit out of the fucking... Holy fuck, dude. This is about to piss me off so much.
Holy. This is gorgeous. This is stunning.
I remember there's the same type of controversy the last time she
didn't show her pulling it out of the jar, bro. It's so fucking tiny.
released perfumes. It's so strange because 99% of the time her stuff like sells out. I'm not saying it later is super valuable, but at the time like her candles and stuff sold out immediately, but there's so much hate. Like you'd think they wouldn't, because every TikTok you see about it, well, probably 85% roughly are like, it's too expensive. Even her own comment sections under the candle video when she released them. Remember?
Like, that's because, again, it is.
For the handmade ones that were like $100 each or something. Oh,
yeah! Bruh, I'm sorry. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. This is a thing of like you just being a fan. Like, and again, there's nothing wrong. You can be a fan of who you want to be. It's just also a thing of, I say, you can't idolize these people and think that they're gods and think they can do no wrong, because again, there's no such thing as a perfect person, let alone a perfect human being, because everyone has flaws and individual like characteristics that are flawed within them, whether it be insecurities and things such like that. But this is more or less another thing with Melanie of like, brother. Like, you paying $100 for her fucking candles, bruh? God damn. But then I could also understand the hypocrisy, because this is another thing I mentioned where, like, yo, I got one of Zoro's swords, and by damn sure, boy, I'm finna get all of them shits. And it's like, yo, do you need to spend this much cheese on some shits that you're basically just gonna stare at? Because, yeah, are you about to use a fucking sword? Yeah, I don't think so, dog. Like, you know what I mean? So I totally understand that, but, brother, like, fuck, like, if we just want some shit to make the house smell good, we don't gotta spend $100.
Comments were like, Melanie, this is too much. We can't afford this, but they sold out. So it's so strange. All of her stuff gets so much hate and so much controvery surrounding it, but it does well.
This is like another thing. Like, yo, this yarn really gets me yapping. Oh, love me a good yap such. Lovely. But, yeah, nah, this is like a thing with gotchas too, and like a whole bunch of Johns. It's mainly like whales, bro. It's like, yeah, there are heads that are like, yeah, some heads are diehard fans and they love Melanie Martinez. They will get her merch and all that shit. But then there's like the fucking diehard G-boys. Like, they're the motherfuckers really scalping, really sniping, and buying up her shits, and that's why they're sold out, bro. If not her actual label doing that shit on the back end, because there's a whole bunch of shit like that with artists and view-botting and a whole bunch of shit to boost their numbers. But, like, yo, there's those, like, whale niggas that will be buying a fuckload of these. Like, you've seen the heads up about, like, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these shits. Those are the motherfuckers making this shit sold out, bro. It is not like your average diehard that's, like, listening to her, like, all her albums and shit like that. Not that the diehard niggas aren't, bro. They're doing that shit, too. But, like, bro, yeah, these are on a whole different tier of niggas. Like, it's crazy.
Successful.
Beautiful. It's delicious. It's great. All right, let's try it. Let's see.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Again, that's like $250, $350 a spray. We got chill. That shit. Whoa.
Now, y'all gotta be absolutely joking me right.
And once again, literally everyone is just curious because her fans, literally all of them are like saying, it's like, once you smell this thing, you never want anything else. You want to store it, you want to keep it for the best and only, like, most special occasions. And I'm not doubting them, like, that could definitely be the case. Like, I don't doubt them, but I'm just curious if it's, like, overhyped or something. Because as you can see, this person here smelled it and then said, like, was testing on a sample people.
I'm always of the opinion of, yeah, I'll be the judge of that. Like,
Said kind of replicated it, was a cheaper version, and he says it smells nothing alike. So, like, apparently once you smell it, there's nothing like it.
This is fantastic. It's great. But like $200, $300.
And
yeah, I'm with Hun. It's like, yeah, I'm like, yo, I'm sure it does smell good. It's a perfume. The whole point is to have a good scent. Like, you know what I mean? But like, yo, we getting a 200-300.
maybe I would buy a sample from someone, like a really small bottle, but
Nope, not doing that either.
I'm so scared I would get scammed. I just feel like I would totally get scammed, so I'm just not going to risk it.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you're not doing that.
I'm sure it's overhyped, if I have to be honest. It's probably just because it's so rare people that have it. And once again, this isn't attack. This isn't me attacking it. I'm just saying, realistically, it probably doesn't smell like heaven. It's probably decent, but like once you buy it, you're like, you kind of just tell yourself to some extent that it's better than it is, like most really rare products.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Hun is holding that shit. This is the one from the 275. Yo, from here down is all just plastic. This is all the liquid in one of the 4 bottles. Unbelievable.
See, this is the girl that we just saw react earlier and acted like the CryBaby was like heaven. Like she was...
Nah, she has a Melanie PFP and shit too. I'm not taking this serious. I'm sorry. This is not like this is a very biased judgment. I'm like, bro, she's not gonna say this shit is ass. Like, she's just not. Like, there's no way. Like,
and a lot of people like strongly dislike Melanie like a ton because of her many different allegations. 2 people have come out now saying that she was not appropriate towards them. There's a ton of different stuff going around. I can't even remember half of it because I made a few videos a month or 2 ago, but I've already forgotten because there's such a long different list of stuff. So a lot of people have talked and been vocal about how they dislike her, but they are still curious about this perfume. People have been mad because like other pop stars like Billie Eilish released perfume, but she let people smell it. Like she let them have little samples. But I think it's part of the marketing because if people could just have little free samples of this perfume, I mean, why would you want to go all the way, like, unless it was like the best smell ever, you know? Like, it adds mystery and it makes people want it more.
I don't understand how her fans are cool with being repeatedly scammed by her. She's selling these ridiculous Temu level candles for ridiculous prices.
Yeah, Temu level candles. Yeah, I guarantee you that shit is accurate too. I ain't gonna lie, bro, because again, this is a thing with margins, and this is why shit like Temu and Wish, as ass as the products may be sometimes, even though, bro, I'm always for a $4 Temu hoodie. I'll never decline it. But like, yo, even though the price are ass, it's like, bro, the margins on that shit are so high, bro. Shit'll cost like motherfuckers pennies to make that shit, and they could sell it for like $20 on Temu. Niggas will still buy it, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro, the margins are so good. And that's why it's really on the tip of, like, with her main shit, with the CryBaby John, she's really fleecing heads because, yeah, this is the same thing here. The margins on this, I'm sure it can, bro, it probably is a bit more expensive, and I was saying this in the other video, too. It probably is a bit more expensive to make the CryBaby perfume now, 10 years later, because of inflation, you know, taxes, things and such like that. But still, the margins on selling it for $45 to $60 to now $175, damn near $200, like, bro, she's making so much more cheese, bro. Shit is insane.
Pricing the power perfumes.
If you guys were around when she released Portals on TikTok, I remember a lot of her songs did very well on TikTok. Like, they went viral. I remember that one cosplayer cosplayed as her and got millions of likes. It was this whole trends were created and stuff. Well, she released candles around that time, and it became this whole topic. People were furious, and then they just kind of forgot about it after. But there's no way Melanie didn't know, so I must say it must be part of some marketing thing to kind of make there be some sort of controversy. Plus, I don't know if there's a way to see how many are in stock.
I really... Avocado. But I say it cut off.
Avocado.
And play again? Yo, what are we doing here?
Avocado.
Like, bro, I can't, bro. What type of avocado skinwalking? Bro, not with the Velocity syndrome. I hope we are not fucking manufacturing controversies and dramas for clout, for rollouts, bro. It's so fucking ass. I hate it.
But there probably isn't
I'm like, yo, did I mute the joke? Yeah, I messed up the audio.
a ton because, once again, they usually sell out.
Yeah, I messed up the audio.
Maybe there is, and they're just really...
Uh-oh. Yo, Trilly done scuffed the audio? Hold on. Oh, yeah, we didn't scuff the audio. Hold up. Hold on, we gotta have to fix this, yeah. Yeah, how did I do this, yeah? Hold up. We're gonna fix it. Did I hit it on OBS? Hold on.
popular, but it seems like she's always...
Yeah, but why can't I hear it? Hold on. I probably didn't hit my own head. Alright, let me see now.
doing like a very limited...
Nope. Yeah, I'm not sure what Jones that I did. Hold up. Hold on there.
amount to add on to the...
Yeah, I still can't hear this, John. It's weird. Let me go to the... There we go. I knew it. Hold up.
It's a collect...
It was the volume on the main, John. I had a feeling. So anyway... Besides truly being the dumbass, I don't even know what point I was getting to because the audio clocked. Alright. Whatever we were saying. Let's get back into it.
Either. So I don't know if there's a way to see how many are in stock, but there probably isn't a ton because, once again, they usually sell out. Maybe they're...
Wait. There we go.
Melanie didn't know, so I must say it must be part of some marketing thing to kind of make there be some sort of
Velocity syndrome. Yep, we getting right back into it. Yeah, I'm really hoping she's not doing this, Jess.
controversy. Plus, I don't know if there's a way to see how many are in stock, but there probably isn't a ton because, once again, they usually sell out. Maybe there is, and they're just really popular, but it seems like she's always doing like a very limited amount.
I was about to say, yeah, I would assume maybe there is a good backlog, but I would assume at least the amount that she's going to put out is not, again, going to be high because the thing I was saying earlier, supply and demand, scarcity.
To add on to the, it's a collective, it's expensive, yes, it's super overpriced, but maybe in the future, maybe it'll be valuable. People are hooking onto this type of dream when they buy the item, and that's why I constantly...
Well, that's just already proven to be true, considering, you know, she dropped this 10 years ago, people are reselling this shit for thousands of dollars, but it's like, the point and factor is, will it continue to have this value, because now she's dropping it again, even for a higher price, at least for retail, and still to that, will it be able to sustain it throughout the future, because now that she has the recipe again, well, can't she just drop more of this? So it's like...
They see people and these teens that like buy all of her products. They don't care how expensive it is, and then later on they're like, oh, I'm not into her anymore, can I sell them? And then they're valueless. I mean, usually there's only like one or two things that are valuable, and here's one of these. Because it's so high in demand, this specific perfume, there's literally companies made by like younger kids and teens selling little samples from the CryBaby bottles. You can...
It's smart. I just, nah, hell nah.
Get them for like $12 so you can smell it if you can't afford the bigger package or don't want to spend $800 on it. So overall, like, little businesses, that's how valuable this one thing is. And it's very, very strange to me because, yeah, once again, you don't hear usually much about celebrity perfumes and stuff, much less them being like collectible items. So to achieve that, I must give Melanie a round of applause because that is something that is difficult to achieve.
I still think she's super cute though, and I will be putting this somewhere.
I'm telling you, this shit jump scares the fuck out of me every time. Like, yeah.
But I don't know, I'll decide if it's worth it when I smell them. Melanie also said she's gonna be selling them separately, which should be way cheaper. So if you're someone who's interested in...
Yeah, I would assume, because if this is $275, but then if this is $275, if we just go into calc and dividing this by 4, I'm already knowing I'm still not liking this price. Like, this price still not gonna be like, oh, I don't know, 70 individual for how small these shits are. They like this big in a liquid? Nah.
Buying them separately, this video is for you, babe.
Guess how much that thing cost? Remember that from Portals 2? Melanie was making
$275 on the dot, guaranteed. Watch this one.
some serious bank. I don't know if the perfume sold out, but they probably did, because like literally everything she releases controversy and then it sells out. Like this is like the third time. But it is so funny to me seeing, like, I once again have not been on Twitter and I'm staying off of it for a week after the last video. I'm not
Try forever.
dealing with that community. I don't know how to block a community, so I'm just gonna stay off of it.
You just block the app off your phone.
Not even touching it. Anyway, obviously, I saw before I released a video, these people on Twitter were typing like 5 paragraphs on why they don't support her right after she released the perfumes because it was too expensive. And it's like, I mean, of all the things to stop supporting her for, you were this.
Literally what I was saying in the intro. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, man, you want to not fuck with her because of the perfumes and not because of the allegations. Again, like, which you would want to be substantiated for her defense and also on the side of the heads alleging things against her. But still, the factor is not that you could just blatantly say that these shits are not true and ignore them. Like, now, it's definitely something that is prevalent, especially within the means of her PR and optics. So it's like, yeah, man, I would focus more on that than the price of this perfume, which then you have an option to buy or not buy, which more or less her allegations. We still need some substantial, you know what I'm saying, Johns for this, especially on her defending these, like I said.
Same person that trashed me for talking about the allegations on Twitter, and now you're not supporting her and you're so mad and you're gonna sell your merch because she made a pricey perfume. Like, I'm confused where some of these people's priorities are.
Here, I am the owner of the one and only original CryBaby milk perfume.
Bomboclad wagwan. I didn't even mean to go to the screen, but Bomboclad wagwan, please stop.
I did get this in 2016, and I did order 2 bottles of the brand new relaunch to be the judge of if it's the same formula or not. Now, first, let's start with when I think that they're going to restock. I feel like they're going to restock closer to when they start shipping out the first orders that everybody just pre-ordered that already sold out. I believe that that's when they're going to start doing another.
Yeah, resellers, I would just start crying because again, if this is back to the thing with supply and demand. If the supply is now going up of this CryBaby perfume that was so scarce for the past 10 years, then what makes this John valuable now? There's way more access to it. How could you sell this shit for $1,000 when more people can just get it for its retail?
Yeah, and it is kind of funny to see everyone scramble to get it, all of her fans scramble to get it because they want it so badly. And yeah, every one of her fans is kind of hoping for a restock because, once again, instantly sold out when she released it. And I mean, there was a reason, obviously, because it was 10 years old and it was super valuable on eBay, thousands of dollars to buy one. So it does make sense that it would like sell out immediately for $175, but still, yeah, there was a lot of controversy. And for those of you who understandably, due to the list of allegations, do not support Melanie, but are curious what it's supposed to smell like, apparently this user here, which copyrighted music, so I can't play it, but they talk about the different scents. It smells like caramel apparently, and a bit of strawberry, and basically like four stuff. So mostly just think.
Bro, you can go get some shit that smells like that from Five Below. I don't get it. Like, I just
of caramel and strawberry.
Oh my god, it's so.
A lot of the heads were saying like the more or less reason they're paying for this is because of like collector's item and junk like that. That I can more or less understand. But if you're buying this because of the smell.
Good. I'm gonna be wearing this a lot. Okay, next we have Water of Intuition. This has notes of sandalwood.
Look at this shit. Bruh, you about to pay $70 individual. Bruh, get the fuck out of here. Oh my god, you're not paying $70 for this shit.
Cedarwood, amber, and musk. Okay, gonna spray this on my other.
My hun just gonna have to be mad. Like, I'm dead ass looking her in the eyes and telling her she's not buying this shit. I'm so fucking serious. Like, hun, you are not buying this. Hell nah.
Alright. Ooh, these just get better as you let them sit.
I don't really understand why her fans.
But you know what get even better as you sit, hun? Another perfume that wasn't breaking the fuck out of the bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I'm sitting there like, hun, you smell good regardless. Like, I don't get it. Yo, a lot of the huns be putting me on to, like, you know what I'm saying, body washes, you know what I'm saying, facial creams, moisturizer, all that beat. I'm like, yo, I'm already knowing the hun smelling delish. Why the fuck are we spending $300 on perfume? It's so stupid. Oh my god, I hate it.
Believe in the fan base, and once again, this isn't everybody. This is a few people. Please don't come for me. But I understand because like she's done this in the past. Like she sounds like they're not like things to be worn every day.
I really don't care. Like, and I be telling heads, bro, you can feel how you feel about me. Everybody's on their own opinions. That's their prerogative, bro. Barring again heads having harmful opinions, and there's like our opinions that are harmful to people. Like, again, it's harmful opinions. Same job. Shout out harmful opinions, by the way. I ain't gonna lie. You're doing a Jones on Budar. Sidebarring, you know, say, oh boy, analytics. Sidebarring that, it's like, bro, I always say there's a difference between hate and genuine criticism. Niggas that are shoveling out hate, not Jones, that are criticism to help the head become a better creator, a better person, yada yada, all this, that, and third. But all that other shit, I'm like, bro, yo, fuck, yo, fuck, bro. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, you might need to hate me a little bit if I'm spending $300 on perfumes and shit.
Collector stuff. It's like the collector dolls, the collector Barbies that are more than normal Barbies. Like, she's selling collector merch. It's not like perfume for her fans to wear every day.
But then my question is, it always leads back, and this is the same thing to me. It's like, if you're like, what is your purpose of collecting it then? Is you collecting it to retain its value, or are you collecting it because you really like the item? Because then it really gets into those nuances. Because if it's something that you're really passionate about, like, again, I get heads are like diehard fans, like, you know what I'm saying? Then, like, fine, you spent the cheese, like, yo, you see the item, like, like, obviously, like, it makes you happy, yada yada. If you're doing this for value, I feel like, bro, not I feel like, I'm going to directly tell niggas, bro, this shit not going to retain its value no more, because more of it's coming out, so therefore the value will go down. There will be more of this shit there.
So yes, it's incredibly overpriced and not like morally great, obviously, but she's doing it from a collector's perspective. She's offering like her audience a small chance of them being able to resell it.
But then that even defeats the collector's point again, because if there's more of this out, the whole point of collecting it is supposed to be like, yo, I got this junk, and not a lot of people have it. A lot of people now, more like, maybe not a lot, but more people will have it, thus getting rid of its like scarcity, like, you know, not having it value. You know what I mean? I don't like, bro, it's just simple math here. I don't get it.
Future. Obviously, once again, do not, if you own it or you own some type of merchaverse, do not get your hopes up all the time. And it kind of makes me sad when I see like an ex-fan, someone who's lost interest in her, grown out of her, blah blah blah, trying to sell the merch. I mean, no one's gonna buy it. Like, no one will buy it. In the comments, it'll get like 20 views. So don't get your hopes up, but that's what she's kind of selling. She's selling more of a dream for her fans.
I can't think about Melanie Martinez too much, or else like I'll get mad to find out she hasn't gone through anything. All the shit she sings about, all the shit she writes about, it is just because she thinks it's cool. She thinks it's interesting. Her saying like, I think the idea of a child being aware and knowing what's happening is an interesting concept. No, it's not.
Yo, bruh, don't even get me started on her music, the lyrics and shit like that, and then the adult baby diaper shit, bro, that she was getting that fucking, that one fit off of Etsy. I don't even want, bro. What the fuck? Like, it's so crazy to me, bro.
As more and more attention goes towards this,
like the K-12 shit, I'm like, yo, this
new controversy surrounding,
like, look at the fucking CryBaby perfume bottle, my nigga. Like, oh my god.
The items she's selling, specifically, obviously, the perfumes. More and more people have come forward with statements about why they no longer support her. And I think this person has a really good point. This is something I've always believed, that if someone doesn't go through something, and I know this is controversial, like what they're saying, a lot of people probably, and a lot of people would, a lot of people wouldn't. It's kind of like a 50-50 agreement statement. But I do agree with this person that if you don't go through something, you probably shouldn't act like you did, like in a song. Because it's just like, I don't know how to explain.
I could understand where Miss Coco's crazy is coming from. Maybe I can try to break this down, at least in my own interpretation. It's like, if she's pretending, like, within the music that she's going through all these things or whatever, yada yada, then it's like, fuck that, because obviously it's like, you know, it's disrespectful to heads that have gone through like very traumatic situations, you know what I'm saying, very like terrible Johns, you know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, why are you not glorifying, but like, why are you trying to make light or do all this crazy shit, talk about this in a song when you haven't really gone through any of this and all that? Like, it's crazy for heads that have, like, what the fuck. But then I also feel like where do you put the line or barrier of like, where can you talk about this stuff in the effect of like, yeah, you're not obviously trying to glorify this shit, duh, but you're also not in the factor of being disrespectful. Like, it comes to that means. But I already said, bro, the shit with Melanie Martinez, like, bro, you're talking about this shit while you're also purchasing shit off the adult baby fucking diaper goddamn Etsy. Like, it's, yo, I'm already like, what the fuck, nigga? What the fuck, nigga? What the fuck, nigga? Like, bro, what is going on here?
It kind of loses its meaning at that point.
It's disgusting because that can't happen. The one song of hers I would listen to a lot, it was Teacher's Pet. And that's because I was growing. I listened to that thinking that she understood what it was like to go through that. And what
that's what I'm saying, holy fuck. Oh my god. Oh shit.
Like, what your mind does to you after. But no, she just wanted to write about it.
And that's where my question is, like, if you haven't gone through anything like this, what, like, why again, even, like, why is this on your mind? Because that's a good question. Where it's like, okay, like in the event, Miss Melanie Martinez or whatever has gone through some situations like this. Okay, I could understand. Like, you the way you're expressing your traumas through your music. That's a whole different thing. A ton of artists do this. Like, yeah, that's something I totally understand. But if she has not at all, to the effect, at least to our knowledge, which she has not, why are you thinking about this or writing music about this? Like, what the fuck is going on? Because I kind of feel that effect. It's like, why is this, like, why are you even thinking about this? You haven't gone through any of these traumatic situations, so why is this even something in your mind? What are you going through? What are your passions? Why are you not writing about that? Like, I don't...
The thing that I had to endure, the thing that I'm still healing from to this day, she just ought to be interesting to write about.
That is awful, to be honest. I get what they mean there by, like, someone pretending, just kind of pretending because they want to, pretending to be in your position and stuff. And I do get that. I get the perspective they're coming from, and I do understand why they're hurt. Like, I completely understand why they would be hurt in this type of situation. Very understandable, and I agree with this statement.
Like, I'm sick. I listened to so many of her songs thinking that she understood what it was like to go through something as traumatic as that.
And especially from the standpoint that she hasn't been through the...
But then, let's see, my counteraction to this, though, would also be, like, thing I say all the time, you cannot have that parasocial attachment to any of these heads, bro. I don't care who they are, your favorite artist, singer, rapper, all this, bro. Nah, bro. These heads, bro, never, you cannot. My bad. I'm just saying, because this is a joke I literally say all the time. You cannot, like, you literally cannot. Because once you do that, like, that's where they psyop you and that's where they lock you. And I ain't gonna lie. And speaking as a creator myself, but literally, again, what does Trilly say all the time? That thin line of parasociality will be cracked at all points. Because at the end of the day, with traumatic stuff, and especially with having heads that have your best interests at heart, yo, I need to be your peoples in real life and all the type of beat. You can't try to find a relation through, like, you know, or at least like maximum relation, especially with things like this, through like someone online, through a screen and all that type of beat, because you don't know like what Johns they really going through, what Johns are like behind the scenes too, because especially all the things you're seeing is through a screen, through a camera. What Johns are they really like behind that, John? What Johns are they really going through? Like, what is their truth for real? Not to say that everybody get on the camera and lie, but it's like, you know what I mean? But even going in, deep diving into that is a level of parasociality, being like, you know what I'm saying, fully locked in and going through. It's like, yo, it's what I always say. It's just, hey, man, I'm here to be entertained. No cap, I'm here for the drama, slops, and teas. Other than that, cool.
These things, and that she's singing about them. I remember I was at work and we were talking about shows and stuff we liked, and this one worker I was working with, every time she'd ask me something that I liked, every time I'd answer something, she'd go, ew, and then she started to tell me what she liked. She's like, I like Melanie Martinez, and I was super respectful. I was like, yeah, she's not really for me, but yeah, whatever if you like her, that's cool. She looked at me, and I'm not kidding you, she says this, she's like, well, then you've probably never experienced anything traumatic before in your life, or you don't.
At what point can I just laugh in your fucking face? At what point can I laugh in your face and not give a fuck if it's disrespectful? Because I'm looking at, bro, the fuck? Bro, fuck do you mean? I gotta listen to Melanie Martinez to have traumatic shit happen? Nigga, what? I'm looking at her dumb ass. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me chill. Because you already know I be with the uns. His love. But I'm sorry, bro. I really hate that dumb shit. And Yoko and Denims do that shit constantly. I fucking can't stand their asses, bro. Fucking troglodyte witch bitches. I'm looking at her dumb ass like, yo, you have to really be stupid as fuck. You probably never gone through anything traumatic. So better yet to that, actually clarifying my own shit. So better yet to that. So because some, like a hun or somebody has gone through something traumatic, they have to listen to Melanie Martinez? Like, nigga, the fuck? That's just so stupid.
Understand her. And I was like, dude, what?
Melanie Martinez.
Dude, you're a dumbass.
This is literally selling overpriced perfume and y'all are falling for it. The same discussion happened with her candles that you can find at the fucking dollar store for $2. They're not
Spitting.
her brand, but they look exactly the same. I don't know if they smell the same, but how many of you are actually burning those candles for long amounts of time?
They're not.
Probably not a lot of you. Paying $200 for perfume for nostalgia when you could probably find the exact same dupe online from somewhere for cheaper?
Five Below.
Crazy.
From a business standpoint, it makes sense. A lot of her, I'll be honest, in my last video I made about her fan base, a lot of people in the comments, and even on Reddit, there was a post saying I did nothing wrong, and like, it was one of the most upvoted things of the week, I remember. So a lot of her fans, I will be honest, are absolutely chill. Like, they're not problematic at all. They're super sweet in my comments, like some of the nicest people ever. But some of the Twitter stands, especially, I remember, I haven't gone on Twitter once again for a while.
And that's what I'm saying. Twitter is the cesspool app. I will never take niggas on that app serious, ever. I just don't give a fuck.
When I release Melanie videos, I no longer go on Twitter, but they were really, really toxic. And when you get to this point of just defending all these allegations on Twitter and attacking people that speak out, the two different people, then, I mean, you can do anything to your fans at that point. You can release $1,000 merch and they will not complain because they just defended you and attacked and harassed people that spoke up against you. I mean, they're never going to doubt you. They're never going to come for you. So she could do it because she literally, like, they have allowed her to do it. Once again, the people critiquing her, even in her fan base, or the ones that are just, like, support her for her music, whatever, they're not the problem. I'm talking about, like, the Twitter stands that will name themselves Timothy's #1 harasser. She blocked me 8 times. Those type of people are allowing her because they're showing she can do whatever.
Admitting that you paid that much on a video of me outing Melanie Martinez again for SA and her age play shit, crazy thing to do. What do you mean weird age play shit? She's just an age regressor. No, she's not.
She's just an age what? Hold on.
Crazy thing to do. What do you mean weird age play shit? She's just an age regressor. No.
Age? What the fuck? I'm sorry. Age regressor? I'm sorry. There's no... Is this an actual... Bro. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Age regression refers to the psychological phenomenon where an individual reverts to a younger state of mind, often as a coping mechanism for stress, trauma, or mental health. Okay. You know what? Sure. What part of this means you need to go on the adult baby diaper Etsy? What part of that means you gotta go on that shit? I don't... Nah.
No, she's not, motherfucker. She takes every opportunity she can to child themes, which is weird. That's like what all of her music is. And I used to be a huge Melanie Martinez fan because I related to a lot of the deeper topics that she was talking about in her music, just to find out she doesn't relate to half of it, which is whatever.
I'm sure some of you guys
Interrupt!
will understand me when I say this. It's hard to get mad at her for this, like, not actually going through what she's talking about, unless you specifically go through that, if that makes sense sometimes. Some of those specific things.
Yeah, no, I can understand that, like, for sure, too, because obviously this is the whole thing of putting yourself in another person's shoes. Obviously, as someone that has not gone through, like, SA or anything like that, I cannot sit here and be like, yo, I'm the moral fucking arbiter, and I can speak for the heads that have gone, like, yeah, no, the fuck. But obviously, I can come from a sentiment of, like, yeah, I can obviously know that these are very traumatic and terrible Jones, you know what I'm saying? This is the whole thing of going into levying allegations, too. These are very terrible things, you know what I'm saying? So levying against this, against someone, you know what I'm saying, especially unsubstantiated, you know, that, which is something that can ruin their lives, you know, and all this type of beat is very bad. But also on the factor for victims who have definitely gone through this, yes, you could understand, yo, this is very dramatic for them. Like, yo, so if you're speaking on this, Miss Melanie Martinez and all that type of beat, but you're basically grifting it, if I had to put in a short sense, but grifting is becoming a buzzword because it basically means you're doing something in order, like you don't care about it, you're just doing it to make cheese or whatever, which... Frankly enough, if we're using that definition, I mean, like, yo, if she has never gone through anything traumatic, again, any, like, situations like this, and she's making these songs about it, and that's making money, I mean, kind of a grift, but sidebarring that, again, I can understand where those heads are coming from, because she's speaking about all these things in a song, and it's like, yo, you haven't even gone through this, why are you speaking about this? Like, yo, like, something like this has happened to me, something like this has happened to many other people, yo, it's terrible, you have never gone through this, where do you feel the need to, like, sing about this, talk about this, yada yada? Like, I could totally understand that.
Because when you experience it, all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, she doesn't actually understand it, and she's just, like, using it in a way, using it to get attention, using it to be, like, kind of create, like, you know what I mean? Like, I can see.
Say with me now. Using it to be a little quirky, gully pop.
Girly pop.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. If you're quirky, just be it because you yourself are a quirky person, not because you're forcing that quirky shit. It's so just...
I'm just saying, I can see what their perspective is coming from, because I know, like, from experiences, when someone else, like, pretends to go through something similar and, like, uses it for something, it really, really sucks. So I definitely see where they're coming from when they're annoyed because she talked about experiences she didn't specifically go through. This isn't me coming at her every direction. I'm just saying I can understand where they're coming from.
And she had a whole photo shoot around 2016 of her in nothing but a bib and what looked like a diaper. I know that's probably not what it was. Posing provocatively in a crib with stuffed animals and posing provocatively with a binky in her mouth.
This is where I keep asking. It's like, at what point is it like, why the fuck are we doing this? Right? Like...
Oh, well, she doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, because she knows...
And then, better yet, hold on. Let me let on go again.
Provocatively with a binky in her mouth. Oh, well, she doesn't do that anymore.
Who is that for? What demographic is this for? Because then I'm asking that question too. It's like, nah.
Anymore? Yeah, because she knows she would be called out for it again.
And
Abso-fucking-lutely. In the Big 25, 1,000,000,000%. What? Yo, we on her ass right now. Imagine she's still... Bro.
I did recently hear about this old photos of her circulating and getting a lot of controversy recently, and I remember that some of the Melanie fans, specifically the more toxic ones, were saying things like, well, Timothy took some of those too and stuff like that. You guys are just Timothy defenders, and they love calling people that criticize.
If they both are doing this shit, I would still say both of them doing this shit is weird. I don't understand. And again, that would not, God damn it, not obfuscate. That would not absolve Melanie Martinez of the potential, you know what I'm saying, assault and John that she would have did. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Again, like, allegedly in that situation. But what type of separate? That's not a good excuse. What are we talking about?
Melanie Timothy defenders. And that's kind of funny to me because, like, if someone like punches a baby, yeah, of course you shouldn't defend them for punching a baby, but that doesn't mean they deserve to be SA'd, if you know what I mean, like where I'm coming.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I just got done saying. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Like, just because they were both doing the adult baby diaper shit does not mean, oh yeah, that's free range for fucking Melanie to like assault Timothy, bro, allegedly. But like, yeah, that's so fucking dumb. Like, we are not using that shit to absolve Melanie of criticism. That's
from. Like, who cares if Timothy has said, like, who cares what she's done in the past? That doesn't make it, I'm not defending every action she's ever done, but like, I just don't understand that logic, why that's specifically the terms I like to use, is like Timothy defenders. No, I'm just saying SA is bad.
Just got tagged in that video. That is Melanie Martinez's brand new Portal Perfume pendant, and yes, it's $82. The glass is gonna come from the little
$82 for this shit.
stick that is inside that you've seen her put the perfume on her wrist with. For everybody trying to say, well, it's supposed to last days and years on your skin. It's so strong. Do you not shower? Do you wash your hands?
I was about to say, what the fuck? Like, yo, your ass not bathing. We pulling a roach king, boy. Shout out Asma Gold.
If you're somebody that puts on fragrances daily and you take showers and wash your hands like you're supposed to, this shouldn't last you more than a month. Just so y'all can compare what 5 milliliters is. Yeah, you think you're gonna use...
If you're putting on perfumes daily, bro, this shit is lasting you like a week max, bro.
That every single day and it's gonna last you a while? Okay.
Like, that right there is gonna last you maybe 2 weeks, bro, if you're putting on daily. But this shit is gonna last you a week max, bro. Maybe like 4 days.
And it's funny how the people who are defending the price the most are the people who need their parents to buy it for them.
And another reason I think she's not too afraid to kind of get into a little controversy when it comes to releasing items like this is because she's already gotten a lot of allegations and stuff, and people are already going to dislike her, she knows, and her fans are probably still going to bite the bullet and buy it anyway. They're going to be like, okay, well, this is rare, I won't get it again, and I love Melanie. So from a, once again, business standpoint, it doesn't, I mean, like, who cares? One more controversy in her eyes, she's got 50,000, a million videos made about her, a million hate videos. Who cares? Just one more. Who cares? She'll make money out of this one.
Each one is $82, so if you wanted all 4 of them, it's over, what, 8, like...
$328. Holy fuck. Again, seeing that is just insane.
For $300. And if you wanted all 4 of the perfumes with both of the tote bags, which by the way are also $80.
Bro, this is like, I remember seeing a video, bro, with me and a boss was watching it a minute ago. You already know. Shout out, love the boss. We love the boss, you already know. I ain't gonna cap, but like, I remember they were charging like $100-something an Erewhon for like they tote bags and shit. I'm like, boy, god damn. So hey, at least Melanie got her shits lower than that, but this shit's still ridiculous for a tote bag.
$3. You're looking at a $500 purchase that I know her fans are going to buy.
$498. Holy fuck, bro. You could not convince me. There's no way.
Because there are still some diehard Melanie Martinez fans out there.
And it's crazy to me because the people that don't even talk about the allegations, just make videos saying the prices are bad, a lot of her fans, some of the really, really loud and grumpy ones will come for them and be like, shut your mouth about our Melanie.
The very loud vocal minority.
And stuff, and it's like, dude, you realize that, like, these people aren't even talking about the allegations. They're just saying, like, hey, this is kind of doing your fans dirty. You don't need to charge this much. It just makes no sense to me why they get mad at any type of criticism, specifically the Twitter ones. Like, and they always go for 3 things. 1, your looks. 2, they call you obsessed, which, like, you could use the same logic for anything else. You could say, so the person studying to figure out who the serial killer is, they're obsessed with them. They're a weirdo obsessed with them. Like, that logic makes no sense. Doing thorough research is their way of calling. Like, if you do thorough research and be like, oh, I don't really support Melanie for this, they'll go, oh, no, you're obsessed, weirdo. And then the third one, of course, the most popular insult they'll use on Twitter is call you jobless, which is so...
I'm boxing all that up. Watch, hold on. Let's go back.
Reason to figure out who the serial killer is, obsessed with, specifically the Twitter ones. Like, and they always go for 3 things. 1, your looks.
Why you care how I look? First John, why you care how I look? You want fuck? Why you care about my sexuality? Why you care about any of that shit? Again, Do you want to fuck? Because if you don't, I don't know why you're on my dick. So that nigga slid. I ain't gonna lie. As soon as niggas start bringing up looks, I'm like, you're done. I'm like, bro, I don't know why you give a fuck about how I look unless you want to fuck. So next, what's the next, John?
2, they call you obsessed, which, like, you could use the same.
Obsessed, sure. I'm not gonna lie. I'm obsessed for calling out shit that can be genuinely criticized. Like, God damn it. That they could have genuine criticisms for, and or, like I was just saying, actually, funny enough, generally be criticized. But you're the head that's not doing what? Mr. Minecraft enchantment language. Not attacking the story. You're busy attacking me going off of 1, attacking looks and shit like that. Attack the shit that I'm generally criticizing. So you're boxed out. And then no, it was 3? Oh no.
Logic for anything else. You could say, no sense. Doing thorough research is their way of calling. Like, if you do thorough research and be like, oh, I don't really support Melanie for this, they'll go, oh, no, you're obsessed, weirdo. And then the third one, of course, the most popular insult they'll use on Twitter is call you jobless, which is so.
Every nigga on Twitter is jobless, bro. We seen Gato, Shohabu, Ethan's Attic, Ethan's Basement, bro, H4 Producatons. These Twitter niggas are fucking jobless. Put your fucking fries in the bag, my nigga. You're wasting your life on Twitter on bullshit. Like, come on, bro. Boxed up. I'm gonna see you niggas later.
Oh, ironic. And once again, none of these people who especially attack your looks a ton, which they can't attack mine, but I've seen them attack plenty of people, they literally never show their face. And I'm sure it's for a very, very good reason, believe me.
And then I'm really not taking you niggas serious. What you niggas need to really understand is that this fucking Real ID shit probably will be coming to the US. So yeah, unless you want to use that shit, like, you probably gonna have to unfortunately upload your ID because the government wants all of our fucking info. I mean, not that they never have wanted that shit. They've already been siphoning it. But anyway, sidebarring that, you niggas will understand that you're not fucking anonymous, brother. Like, you're not. I'm not gonna lie. So you motherfuckers saying all this bullshit behind them anime PFPs, and Trilly loves anime, as we know. So no shilly to anime never will be one of my passions in love, baby. Gets Trilly Jaluper slimy. But like, yeah, you niggas hiding behind the Goku PFPs and all this other bullshit and all that other junk, bro. Yeah, you niggas need to realize you're not on shit. You're not bold. You're not nothing, bro. That shit is cute, bro. But like, yeah, I guarantee you, bro, if that shit had to come out of your actual mouth with your actual face, you're on hush. Your ass is silent, so keep shutting the fuck up.
Probably don't want to see it, but like, none of them do. None of them. They hide behind the little Melanie profile. It's like, if you're gonna attack someone for their looks, then show yours, because
nah, they won't be doing that shit because they know damn well what the fuck will happen. The same shit that they're doing to other motherfuckers gonna happen right to their ass.
I mean, it just makes no sense to attack someone when you're not showing your.
And excuse me for the Huns again. It's love, but it wouldn't karma be a fucking bitch. Damn. And she's relentless.
Own look. And if you just like Melanie for the music and like collecting stuff, more power to you, but just make sure you are 100% sure, because it is very pricey. Like, this girl showing off her collection, very cool, very.
I'm not saying none of that. I'm like, yo, listen, hun, it's your money, your choice. It's all the same Johns. I'm just gonna tell you right now, just like it was your prerogative to buy this, it's my prerogative to have an opinion on this. And my opinion is that this shit was not worth it.
Cool, but just, I'm gonna remind you for like the 100th time that I've seen.
God damn, like, this is all the liquid, bro. How many of these shits does she have? Holy fuck, bro. This is all 70 for one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bro. Wouldn't it just... Bro, I'm about to still do the math anyway, but, bro, I'm pretty sure this shit would be like 770 or some shit like that. Like, times 70, bro. Yes, god damn, she got $800 worth of these shits. Bro, what the fuck?
So many posts and TikToks and stuff, people trying to sell their stuff, and they probably spent over like $1,000 to $2,000 on the stuff, and they can't sell it now. And it's like, I mean, like, it's just kind of sad to see.
Oh shit, I would look at them right in their face. You bought this junk as a collector's item, right? Well, guess what? You're keeping it. You'll be collecting these shits, and you will not be getting rid of them.
I've spent my whole day listening to the entire CryBaby album, watching every single music video, listening to the entire K-12 album, watching every single music video, watching the K-12 movie, and I am not even done with my notes yet, and I have not even gotten into the coloring book merchandise, as well as victims of this person. Guys, buckle in. This video is going to be probably the longest video I've ever made. Okay? I think very important. And it might not be posted tomorrow because...
Yeah, this is fucking terrifying, bro. Like, this shit is horrifying. Like, bro, holy fuck. I don't know how niggas like clout, bro. I don't know how niggas like this. I could not, nah, bro. You can't have no fucking stand pages. Motherfuckers got you as they PFP. Nah.
because it might take me a long time to edit, and then it takes a long time for it to upload to YouTube because our internet's slow.
This girl posted a very, very well-researched video giving their perspective on Melanie Martinez, and let me tell you, did the fans come for her throat? They made fun of her looks, they called her obsessed, and they also, of course, called her jobless. She made a super...
It's like, yeah, we're not gonna call her jobless, but that shit is kind of scary.
super good deep dive, so I thought we could give her some extra, like, I thought I could spread her message to some more audiences, some more people. So let's look at some of her video where she talks about how she really sees a different perspective of Melanie Martinez. Remember, I'm gonna try to remain unbiased, but please be respectful in the comments, especially to Danielle. Check out her channel, just type in Danielle into YouTube and you can find it. But please, in the comments, once again, specifically mine and hers, be respectful because it's a very sensitive topic she's going through right now.
With a set of tatas portraying a child in this situation.
Oh, it got bad immediately.
This is not awareness. This is echoing of survivors and victims' stories, our real life stories that we have to carry around forever, that we can't run away from. Something that we have to create a better reality in our head. We don't create the nightmare and hell that we lived through. And it's the same thing in Training Wheels, where we see a portrayal of two they're clearly adults, but they infantilize them. They do the man's makeup to make him look more young, more youthful.
And this is all I'm saying, like, why the fuck? I just don't understand. Is there nothing else that she's passionate about that she could make music about? Like, I just don't get it. I just never will understand it.
A little boy. They make Melanie obviously look like CryBaby, who's supposed to be a little girl. And what does this entire song talk about? Having sex.
Oh my god. It always gets worse. It always does.
And in the music video, they are portraying young children talking about getting fully undressed.
What the fuck? Yo. So I'll ask again. Because heads again apparently were using that age regressor thing. Is this part of that? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this part of that?
And what really makes this video by Danielle so much different than others is that she was essayed and she's open about in this video as a child. Once again, remain respectful, please, in the comments. And it's really sad to see her perspective because it is very convincing. Because I'll be honest, when I first heard Melanie, I thought she was pretty cool. I thought her style, I thought the K-12 dresses were pretty. I thought it was just kind of this simple, cool theme and she wasn't really thinking through it too much. But Danielle offers a perspective that changes. It will definitely change your perspective in some way.
It is completely inappropriate. It's beyond inappropriate. It's unnecessary. It is unnecessary.
That's where I'm at. That's how I feel about this shit. Like, I just think, yeah, it's just unnecessary. Like, I really feel as though, Melanie obviously could have avoided that whole arc, the CryBaby arc. Just got that boy out. Because, yeah, this obviously, as we're seeing, for people that were victims of, assault and things and such like that, it obviously wasn't portraying well to them. I feel like, obviously, within the overall PR, didn't look like it did too good on Melanie's part, and it looks like the only thing that kind of did good from that is the whole Perfume, which now is not going to do good because it came back, therefore getting rid of the Scarcity, and we know how that goes. So, yeah, she could have definitely just shelved this one out, definitely feeling that unnecessary heftily.
To make the character of CryBaby a literal baby, infant, young child. Why are we deliberately choosing infantilization of these themes and characters? Why are you creating
I have an answer, but I think I'll save it.
That scenario in your head, and it's never with the air of this is really bad and it needs to stop and this is happening to people, can't you guys pay attention and wake up? It's glamorizing it. It's glorifying it.
I knew it was coming, no pre-watch. I'm not even gonna lie. I knew that was coming immediately.
And a theme that I noticed time and time again with her music is that she almost makes it seem like CryBaby wants some of the bad things that are happening to her. Like, she is
holy shit. Like, it's so fucking crazy. I always lead back to yo, this shit is so avoidable, bruh. It is so avoidable. Like, she could have seen this theme was like, yo, man, listen, I'm feeling this idea, but I think the next one's better. Because clearly the PR and the way that it played out for it, I don't think it was so koosh, y'all. I don't think it was koosh at all. As we're seeing.
almost making it seem like CryBaby is the one initiating a lot of the things that she goes through.
And I can totally, once again, see your perspective of being infuriated when it seems like someone who's been praised for so long for literally like standing up for all this, standing up for children who have been you know what and all of that, and when you actually watch it and look at it, it's like it's not what people portray it as, if that makes sense.
Tag Your It. In my opinion, Tag Your It is a story about a girl who is captured and probably or raped, gets away. And the music video is portraying this by once again having Melanie in this very
Wait, I just fucking realized this shit. Wait.
or rape gets away. And the music video is portraying this by once again having
Yo, these niggas is crazy. Holy fuck. Yo, we got like the free ice cream, the free candy, man. Boy, we doing our best Natalie Reynolds. Boy, I don't know if y'all remember that lawyer with Natalie Reynolds, bro. Everybody remembers the shit with Brooke Monk now, bro. Y'all don't remember the free candy shit when she did that shit in front of Walmart. Oh, that's real fuck. That's pure nuisance IRL streamer lore. Oh, man. Fucking hate it all. Anyway, what the fuck is up here with the free ice cream and shit?
Melanie in this very Lolita.
Why is the big bad wolf over here who look like he just, I don't know if he blowing the houses down. He might be blowing something else out. But anyway.
Gets away. And the music video is portraying this by once again having...
What's up with him? He feeling mischievous. Like he about to get up to some absolutely devious activities. Nah, I'm not feeling this shit at all. Actually, I haven't felt any of this shit since I fucking heard of her ass. But anyway.
Melanie in this very Lolita vintage baby doll.
No. The last time I heard a Lolita, anything, we were dealing with Umachi. I will be staying my ass away. I will be staying the fuck away. Nope. Nah, I'm cool. We got immediately dead this shit.
Outfit, skipping around. The childlike mannerisms are something I think that a lot of people are choosing to ignore under the guise of she's acting as a character.
No, fuck, no. How is it that I can relate this back to fucking something else every time? Bro, this is a pro and con of the slops, and this is like a direct pro and con. Like, we're directly in the middle. It's like con because it's like, yeah, god damn it, we can relate it back to Umachi of all people. Pro, because it's like, fuck, man, we've seen this before, so I'm not really surprised. It's like, shit. Fuck, bro. Why are they doing this? I don't understand. The childlike mannerisms, doing the shit in, like, the childlike outfits, because, you know, adult baby diaper shit. We got, like, the fucking weird innuendos of the sexual, like, yo, what the fuck? Yeah, we can just not do this. On top of that, especially on a factor for heads that are actual victims and how this could be portrayed as most definitely disrespectful towards them. Like, what the Of course.
I need you guys to realize once again, like, why did she choose this character in infant, especially when she herself has not gone through most of the things that she is talking about, including this. So she's parading around, skipping around as her childlike self, and she goes to the
That's why I feel like her, like, using the word unnecessary is so, like, stamped in, because it's like, yo, it, like, can y'all genuinely ask, like, what is the purpose of this? Like, do y'all feel like any of this is necessary? Like, I'm not saying Hun makes terrible music or any genre like that. Like, oh, she has genres that was bangers and all that type of genre. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff within Portals and all that type of beat, obviously, you know, some of our other jazz. But it's like, why make music centered around this, though? Again, especially on the tip, like we were saying earlier, when, like, even like Hun is saying, most of this stuff has never happened to you. You cannot share in this dramatic experience if you have, you know, and graciously good, have not experienced it, unlike other heads which have, you know, terribly on their part experienced these dramatic things. I just don't understand. It's unnecessary. Like, that is just the perfect way to describe it.
Ice cream truck where the big bad wolf gives her an ice cream cone.
Oh my fucking god, that motherfucker actually is the big bad wolf. I was just trolling. Holy shit.
That just so happens to be, and she passes out a couple skips away from the ice cream truck, where the song ends by,
nigga, get the fuck out of, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Yo, fuck off, bro. Why the fuck would you make a song where the big bad wolf is fucking kidnapping you, bro? With the free ice cream and shit? Oh my god, like was it also a thing of, like, the portrayal being like, yo, the ice cream was fucking, like, you know what I'm saying, had some you know what I'm saying, Diddy lace baby oil type shit? Like, bro, what the fuck? I just don't understand why. It always leads back to why, doesn't it? It does.
Him taking her and carrying her off to his lair, which we see in the next video, cookies and milk. And I know I'm getting redundant, but once again, why are we forcing these situations onto literal children when things like this happen to adult women all the time, teenage girls all the time?
I remember reading some.
But even to that, why are we like, yo, I could totally understand the factor of like victims speaking out and like, you know, wanting to bring light and shed light to these situations and all that type of because we want to hear these stories. So obviously we know that put, you know what I'm saying, especially Huns in situations where they can avoid bad things like this happening to them. You know what I mean? Why the fuck would we make videos and music videos like this though? It's so fun.
Thing, and these are like stands, like defender to the death, make it their whole personality, obviously not just like the people who listen to her music, obviously, so don't come from my throat, but like there's some study I remember reading that people that like obsess over a certain singer or a certain person, not obviously distinctively Melanie, but a singer or person, are much dumber than the average person. And it kind of makes sense because I feel like some people, especially like people on Twitter and stuff, that just attack anyone, like Danielle going forward nonstop, even though all Danielle did was offer her perspective as someone who had actually experienced what Melanie was talking about. God forbid someone offers their perspective and it is against your favorite singer. Like, let people talk. Like, you don't.
I love it. It's hilarious. This is what I like to call echo chambers. We deal with them a lot. Hassan has quite the mean one. The G-boys. Yeah, they don't want motherfuckers that talk. They don't want motherfuckers that have differing opinions. They don't want motherfuckers to say something that is critical of their god king or their god queen in this, you know what I'm saying, instance. Yeah, no. So when that does happen, yeah, they tend to shelf heads out, claim that they're, like, bullshitting, claim that they're liars, even though they're the ones lying because, yeah, they're not opening up to, you know, conversation and, again, things that you could shelve out genuine criticism for, especially things like the allegations. It's like, bro, I'm not hearing that.
Have to attack their looks over it, which of course they did. But I think they like think they're Melanie, like they think they're part of her now because they are so
parasociality. Holy fuck, I'm telling you, bro. You need to take a pair of scissors and cut the fuck out of that goddamn thread, bro. For this shit actually destroys you and your fucking career and all that shit. Like
obsessed with her at this point that like they think they're her. So when you attack Melanie in any way, they think they're being personally attacked even though they're not, if that makes sense.
Why are we projecting this scenario on a child young enough to be skipping around and buying an ice cream cone from an ice cream truck full of ignorance? I do just want to share this. As somebody who was assaulted while being, I find it, again, incredibly offensive. This is not an accurate portrayal of so many of us who have experienced this in childhood. Because 9 times out of 10, it's somebody that you know and trust that's close to you. Like for me, it was my stepdad. And what were we doing? Going on a hunting trip. I was so excited to go turkey hunting with him and spend time with my dad, my best friend. And on the way there, he gave me some pills that he told me would make me stay.
God damn it. These motherfuckers, bro. What the fuck, bro? Niggas just always gotta be on bullshit, fucking weird shit. What the fuck?
Bro, that shit gets me so fucking aggravated, bro.
Stay awake. They did not. It was not the blatantly obvious, big, bad, scary wolf. It was the man that I considered my best friend, my father.
Even for
and this yo, and like she again, hearing her experience, because Trilly has an experience, but I can understand that, and this is where the thing comes from of like 2 things from that. This is where also it's the factor of people not believing some victims or whatever and immediately shelving out victims because it's like, yo, then for other heads that go through stuff, it inclines them not to ever speak out or say anything because they're inclined to believe that people will not believe them. But also not even to factor that in. It's too, bruh. This is why heads be having trust issues because of situations like this. Now, obviously, these situations happen to everyone, no. But still, it is very, as we all know, unfortunate that these things do happen. But yeah, this would be a major cause of her and obviously not being able to trust people and such like that because it's literally someone, a father figure, her literal stepdad, you know what I'm saying? Like someone you would think most definitely would have your best interests at heart because they are supposed to be a, parental role in your life and a parental figure. Bro, it's so fucked, bro. What the fuck?
The hardcore Melanie fans that don't agree with her, you can admit that her opinion is valid. She's allowed to have this type of opinion. Like, she literally is going through what she's talking about. Let her have her say without insulting her. Like, seriously, it's not that hard. And I bet most people that insulted her on different platforms didn't actually watch the video. Who knows? If they did, maybe they'd have a change of heart, but I think a lot of them are probably, like, the ones that just attacked her for no reason. Probably pretty hopeless, because the title said it. It said from a child, you know what, survivor. So, I mean, they just ignored that. But you know what? once again, like, people use stuff all the time. Like, it may because you haven't, if especially for the people that haven't gone through what she's gone through, it may seem like, oh, she's being over dramatic, but believe me, if you went through that, I can completely understand where she's coming from. When you see someone very badly portray what you've been through, I can totally see why she's mad. Like, she has every right to be.
The one who I could trust with anything and go to with anything. And then in Cookies and Milk, she is able to poison the big bad wolf and she escapes. Once again, my main takeaway from that video was the childlike mannerisms, the overexpressive face. It's
no. Oh, no.
Really disturbing. And of course, like the Lolita vibes, once again, it's just very hard to see that, you know, a full grown woman doing this.
That would be correct, Umichi. That would be so correct. We did not forget about that gym outfit. We did not forget about the song in the background.
Because we have to remember who is watching, okay? And
Who is watching, Umichi? Who were some of those bulls in your audience?
There is an interview where she does talk about who her age, like, audience, like, range is.
I would love... No, I please give me this info, because I was just asking this shit earlier, like, especially with this CryBaby's John. It's like, yo, what demographic does she think is consuming this shit? Because I generally like to know. The shit that you have in your John is, like, for elementary school kids. I'm going to tell you right now, the motherfuckers listening, there probably are some, maybe there, they shouldn't be. I'll tell you for damn sure they should not be. But bro, I'm going to tell you right now, this is definitely some bulls, and they are older.
So don't come at me yet, but she knows that it's young girls. Young people in general. It is young teenage girls and boys. So in my opinion, when she is using these kinds of props, when she is dressing this way and animating herself in the way that she is, and using the mannerisms that she is, along with the context of the songs, because the songs are pretty open for interpretation. Like, you know, anybody can kind of like apply it to themselves, like if they wanted to. They're not like, this event happened and this happened and there's no interpretation, this just is what it is. I can see how that's very appealing to...
I'm just like, yeah, it's so crazy because it's so blatant. But whatever.
Young people and young girls.
Nah, bro, because again, the Melanie Martinez fans, Melanie Martinez, I guess you could say G girly pops there. Yeah, nah, bro, what? No, it's just her way of expressing herself and all that.
Specifically, and the cute baby doll aesthetic I see completely as well, because that's how they are seeing it.
And I don't blame people for seeing it that way, unless you are through the lens of someone who's experienced something like this. I can totally see why the perspective would be different, because you haven't experienced what she did, so you don't really see it. It's not that deep. It's just kind of like, oh, it's a cute little aesthetic, like the K-12 once again. I was just like, wow, that's a really cute theme. Like, Melanie's
I've never liked it. I'm trying to tell you.
Got a really cute theme. The pretty little dresses they wear around. The cool school. Like, the school is really, really pretty. I love that album cover so much. The songs are catchy. They're fun. Maybe you can relate to a few of them. Like, I can totally see why, on the surface, people don't interpret it the same way as this person does.
Is a cute baby doll aesthetic, as they should, because they are still children. What they don't know is this baby doll aesthetic combined with the content of the songs, combined with the
I'm sorry, as soon as I figured out that the fucking fit was from the adult baby diaper John, I said, yeah, hell nah. Hell nah. Because I don't know if you know an individual named Nova's online. Fuck, bro. No. Nope, never. No, I do not like this aesthetic. I'm not fucking with this for Melanie Martinez. I can understand for some of the girly pops looking at this from the cute, like, doll-esque aesthetic, but from where the lens I'm looking for, from my own perspective, again, which is my own opinion and my own prerogative and all that, this is a fuck no.
And the props, they don't realize that they are participating in age play. And these children are buying.
I'm like, dude, I keep trying, bro. Holy fuck, like, bro. She getting the K-12 shit. She getting at least some of these fits off the adult baby diaper shit. The perfume, the CryBaby perfume bottle is a fucking literal baby bottle, bro. Yo, this shit is crazy. Bro, I'm sorry. This shit is crazy.
Similar outfits, if not sometimes the exact same outfits, as Melanie Martinez, and wearing them in public.
Bro, like, if I saw that shit, I'm like, my nigga. I'm like, yo.
To these concerts, where... who I assume the other half of our audience is sitting and lying in wait very quietly.
I really, really hope this is not true. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, oh my god.
For sure if it is, because I don't know. I've never gone to a concert before. I am way too broke, and Melanie is never coming to my state.
Felt that in a ethereal level. I'm just, yeah, nah, I'm way too broke, and I just don't like concerts and shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Give you a hint, no one is here. Like, she's not coming here. So no one really that famous ever comes to my state in the US. So obviously I've never had that experience of going to a concert, but I really, really hope this isn't true because this is literally so terrifying and really, really sad. So yeah.
Because editors know that when they are loud, they are shamed. Now, granted, they're being more expressive and open about themselves, you know, in the past couple of years, but generally speaking, they try to be discreet. So I have to ask myself, I wonder how many people who enjoy age play in the dominant position.
Oh, fuck. Ah! Yo, that shit caught me so off. Oh! Holy fuck. Oh, God. Oh, man.
Are going to Melanie Martinez concerts not only to see Melanie Martinez act the way she does, which we will get.
Ah! God. Holy fuck. Yeah, these niggas are nasty. I can't, bro. These niggas, I don't understand. I don't get it. I never will. And it's excellent that I don't understand this shit because, yeah, holy fuck. Holy fuck, this is terrible.
Get into in a little while as well, but also because they now have an entire sea.
Oh, no.
Of anything they want to look at various ages.
No! Oh my God, just that thought. See, that's the type of shit where like, yeah, nah, I'm cool. I'm not going outside. And that's the type of shit that'll scare me about heads, like, you know what I'm saying, the balls and my lows. It's like, yo, there's just really weird ass niggas out there, bro, and that shit really is fucking bad.
Once again, really.
And that's not to, again, do the thing where, like, yo, all motherfuckers is weird, all men. Like, yo, we talk about this shit all the time. We just came off of this, John, with Miss Tan.
Girly pop.
Like, yeah, nah, bro. This not all the bros. We not generalizing all the bros as evil niggas that are fucking, you know, weird ass, pervy ass, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what's the Joe? What's the old timey tale? The peeping Tom ass, but yo, that ass. But not seriously though. Not like, yeah, not all niggas is on this weird shit. But like, bro, there are niggas that are, unfortunately, bro, and that shit is fucking weird. Like, bro, you niggas.
Really hope that this is not true because that is terrifying because you, once again, pretty sad. It does make sense that a ton of people would dress up like Melanie because, I mean, there's like, you don't get many chances to see someone like Melanie. Concerts for any pop star today,
it's the idolization,
are super expensive, so you don't have much opportunity to show up and like dress like her and like really truly support her. Literally heartbreaking. That kind of breaks my heart in some way because imagine, I hope it's a very small, or hopefully none go to the concert. But yeah, I definitely can't say how many because once again, never been to one. I remember there's also controversy when she sold those NFTs that I don't know how it works, so I'm not going to show them just because I'm scared that there's like a copyright thing. I've already gotten copyrighted. I showed one for music videos and I got copyrighted for that, so I don't know how strict it is. Probably pretty strict if it's being like sold. But yeah, a lot of people didn't like those because they thought they were kind of like freaky and kind of weird and just kind of gross looking. I don't think she actually did anything like, it wasn't like creepy, it was just kind of like freaky in a way. Like, so the NFTs were just kind of controversial and apparently they're very bad for the
it's giving Uncanny Valley
environment. I tried to watch a video, but I just think I'm too like stupid because I could not figure out, like, I know they do hurt the environment, but I just didn't know how. They hurt it in some way, but I'm just an idiot, so I don't know how they do. So if someone in the comments has somehow made it this far, please explain to me because I know they do. I'm not denying it. I just
like with like AI and shit like that. They like, at least the John they were saying for Markiplier with that John is that like it uses up a ton of like fresh water and all that type of beat, which obviously I guess like, you know, duh, if it's using up the fresh water, bad. But on mass scale, heads have to understand, like, on individual processes, like, bro, with some of these people, you need to be going after OpenAI and all these other different AI companies, like Google, Gemini, and all that shit, because those are the motherfuckers really draining lakes, bro. Not fucking Markiplier using ChatGPT voice mode, and even to kind of, even in this shit, not defend Melanie Martinez, but like in I guess some sense a little bit, her doing this shit, like, yeah, her doing NFTs, her individual project on this John is not fucking up whole lakes, like, fuck are we talking about? What we need to talk about with that shit is if that shit was a scam because it's crypto. We need to talk about if it was a scam or not. That's what needs to be talked about.
I want to know how they do. This experience kind of reminds me of the LOL dolls because when I was like a little kid and I like loved the little dolls and stuff, and same with the unicorn ones, and they were just so pretty. I love the fashion and stuff. But then when you get older, all of a sudden you kind of realize that they're not what they seem. Like, they literally had lingerie. They like the type you wear when you're doing stuff. Just, I don't even remember because I mean
Yeah, I just find that Joe, like, yo, it's so funny when Miss Coco's Crazy does that, Joe. She's like, yo, oh no, yo, battery goes too, hold on. Oh my god, no, that joke's actually hilarious. Oh no, hold on, yo, battery doing me dirt. Yeah, you already know how this song goes down. Are we editing this John out? Man, hell Hell nah. Hell nah. Yo, we definitely not editing that other shit out earlier, bro. And I fucked up the joint. I couldn't even fix the volume. My dumbass. Turns out I fucking fucked up the actual computer volume in our OBS's. Y'all already know I get out. Anyway, I was saying that y'all was funny that Miss Coker says be doing that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Try not to get demonetized. And then y'all see me, man, fuck these niggas. I don't give a shit, bro. They on bullshit. Like, yeah. What? They had what on the door? They was doing what? What the fuck? Yo, that shit is hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. But nah, Hun keeping it peace because she know the young girly pops is watching, yo. I be knowing there's some jits watching. If you are a jit, you need to be getting your ass back on Cocomelon. Actually, you don't, bro. This iPad shit was already bad enough for Gen Z. For Gen Alpha, holy fuck, it's even worse. But yeah, don't be saying any curse words. Definitely don't do drugs. And stay your ass in school and get a fucking high school diploma, for God's sake. Holy fuck, like. College, again, it's optional depending on what you want to do, your career and all that type of beat. But your ass is going to get a fucking diploma, though. Capiche? Facts.
The video months ago, but there was so many layers of disturbing stuff. And then the unicorns, which I thought were so cute. I wanted one for so long. The like Poopsie Slime surprise ones. I remember Penguin Zero made a video calling them the worst ever and all this different stuff.
Charlie!
Those literally copied, like, they got sued for it, copying a song, talking about my humps, my humps, my humps. So, like, it's so much worse than you think. It was like a weird poop fetish type of thing. Yeah, all these things that you see, like, when you're a kid, and they just...
Wait. I'm like, a what fetish, huh?
Cute and fun. When you get older, it's really sad how your perspective changes when you realize how evil the world truly is. Like, it no longer becomes this fun thing. All of a sudden, you start to see through things some more, and that's what this girl's video truly is about. And the
It's the black pill. It's the black pill.
Fanbase's main response, other than calling her jobless and weird and obsessed and making fun of her looks, they said that she was the weirdo, which is so disgusting.
Wow.
The fact that that's...
I'd be like, yo, she's a groomer. Substantiate that. How? Like, bro, y'all just saying bullshit. Y'all doing the bullshit that Robertas and G-Boys do, spreading misinformation, all this bullshit, slandering niggas. Like, come on, bro.
What the obviously not all of them, the really disgusting vile ones, that was their response to someone who had actually experienced something awful when they were young. That's crazy to me. Like, it's literally the opposite scenario, and you have the nerve to say she's the weird one.
I'm just not taking them niggas serious, bro. I'm just dead ass laughing at them. I'm like, bro, you niggas is dead ass sucking mad cock, bro. You need to get her being Melanie Martinez. You need to get her dick out of your mouth and actually sit here and listen up, bro. Be objective, but you can't do that shit.
Are you kidding me? Like, it just shows. Like, I mean, where are these people even coming from anymore? Like, this is legitimately what their argument...
Better yet, these people have always been there. It's just the factor of, yeah, they're so willing to say this shit now because they're saying this shit behind the PFP and not with their actual face. Because, again, I guarantee you, they are not having these same opinions with their actual face. Guaranteed. I ain't gonna lie. And if they are, hey, bro, shout out you for being bold, but I'm still gonna tell you, you're a fucking moron. Like...
usually is when you say anything or you criticize Melanie, say that's a little weird, you shouldn't be doing that. Well, you're the weirdo. No, sorry to break it to you, but you're not always
I'm not. I'm the guy that, again, is pointing out things that she can be genuinely criticized for. These things with the allegations, again, on both sides could be substantiated better for sure, but it's not something that can just be totally disregarded. What are we sitting here talking about? Like,
weirdo for calling people out for doing strange stuff, especially if you've been in an experience that has been awful when you were younger and then you see someone portrayed in a way you don't like.
I was a huge fan of Melanie Martinez when I was like 9 years old. I loved her music, loved the I'm so crazy, quirky energy. So I was a huge fan. And when I saw in 2017 all these people suddenly throwing away her posters and her merch and everything, I was like, oh, what the heck, they're such fake fans. And I absolutely hate that I still see people saying that in 2023. So if you didn't know, in 2017, Timothy Heller out and said that she was assaulted by Melanie Martinez.
And hearing this girl that we just watched before, watching her video right before hearing about all these allegations, me personally, it's just insane because it just doesn't make her look much better, if you know what I mean. Like, people try to say, and not all fans, some of them are always like, oh, you're just the weirdo, you're the creep, you need to set your mind right, you dirty-minded weirdo. And look at this fan. They're dressed as a baby. If you don't think that's a bit weird, I mean, am I the weirdo for thinking that's weird? Like, that's strange?
I'm not gonna get too heavy on the details, but all of this is out there. It's public knowledge. You can just like take a quick Google of Timothy's statement. And a lot of fans bring up issues with her statement, like the dates are off, or like she can't get the story straight, or why was she like, still friends with someone who was supposed to... And to that I say, BS. It just sounds like victim blaming to me took me a long time to realize that I was assaulted myself. And I don't think that struggling with the details or the story makes you a liar, because that shit is traumatic. After Timothy Heller came out and made these allegations on Twitter, Madeline Karina responded, and she didn't feel comfortable calling herself a victim, but that she was also coerced and pressured into sexual activities with Melanie Martinez. So she has 2 accusations against her.
And to the Melanie fans that are harassing Timothy.
And this is what I'm saying. And like that's what I'm saying, going back to that, John, because obviously, again, this is something I say all the time. You would want things to be more substantiated. As obviously, when you're levying crazy allegations, as we say all the time. Like, yo, you'd want these Jones to be fully out because, yo, if there's any misinformation or potential slander and Jones like that, and then, like, you're gonna be able to ruin your career, you know what I'm saying, ruin her life, then, like, you don't want that John to happen on some John that was just, like, biased or, like, just wasn't true. But to this, I also do agree with Hun where it's like, yeah, nah, obviously it may take some time for you to, like, collect everything and, like, get all, like, you know, say the whole story straight and get obviously all the evidence and all that. So it may take time. And when this John is, like, happen or directly in the moment, it may be hard to obviously get all the information straight. So that's why it may take some time. But still to that, I prefer it to take time and have, like, you know, all the substantiated evidence. And my best, like, example of this is literally I'm Alex and the thing that happened with his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure his girlfriend's name was, like, Alice. But, like, yeah, she came up with the 750-page doc. Like, that nigga, I'm Alex, is done. That nigga's cooked, bro. Fuck the brick clip. She had everything, bro. She had everything. So I prefer a situation like that instead of like, oh, yeah, okay, well, say whatever you got right now or whatever. And then, like, you know, you say you're rushing her and she can't even get, like, everything straight and she potentially would spread some misinformation. Like, yeah, nah, I would rather heads avoid that shit.
And making accounts hating on her and stuff and saying people who defend her are bad and stuff, like calling them Timothy defenders. There's 2 people. So who cares? Like, even if Timothy was lying, there's still another person saying that she did stuff she wasn't comfortable with. Doesn't that kind of add on to Timothy's story? And I get it. When someone you look up to, you buy expensive merch from, you go to concerts, you pay all this money for it, and you look up to all your life, someone just instantly ruins their reputation by making a statement. I get it. That would suck. That would be awful. But that simply doesn't mean that...
I don't know. I guess it really just depends on the fan base. Because I would say this same exact shit just happened to Miss Dow. And her fans, yeah, nah, they said fuck that. A lot of them just bounced. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know. It really just depends on that level of parasocial, like, connection to that, like, you know what I'm saying, audience and creator. Because, like, yeah, a good amount of them said, I'm gonna nope the fuck out of there. But that's probably because she was blatantly rage baiting them.
You can just go on supporting them and then hate on the person. Like, you still have to, like, have morals. Just because you like them doesn't mean that that person's automatically lying. Just because they look cute in interviews and just because they seem to be really kind and sweet and they care for the right causes, they post about Palestine.
That's all you talking about on a job. I mean, not even talking about on a job. This is, like, all you're posting. This is what they say about Instagram, which is the most prevalent and true thing, especially with pics. You're only going to post your best shits. You're not going to post the ass shits. Actually, better yet, some heads are going to post the ass shit. This is why girly pops.
Girly pops.
Shout out the Huns. This is why the Huns have spams. Like, yes, this is exactly why Huns have spams. Like, yo, they post all that other bullshit posts on the spams and not on their main John because they want their best flicks on their main John. The Jones with the girly pops. Looking ever so fine or whatever. Yeah, they want them pics on their main John, bro. The spams, yeah, we'll post the stories and all that other dumb shit on there. You know what I'm saying? This is the literal same exact thing on that.
And they post about things. That does not mean that you should still support them. Just because they do things that are correct, like that are good, like supporting Palestine, does not automatically make them a good person.
Hassan! Like,
people DMing me to talk about the resurfacing of the Timothy Heller rape allegations. I'm not going to pussy out this conversation because I think things have to be said. So I'm sure that you guys have seen this video of Timothy basically reiterating everything that we already know. Instead of going into detail of the actual assault, she goes into detail of how the Melanie fanbase basically ruined her life.
During the Me Too movement, I chose to speak out against a former friend who had essayed me. I was young, naive, and could never imagine how this would end up affecting my life. I believed that as long as I told the truth, things would turn out alright. I was very wrong. The events after this are so much and so overwhelming it's hard for me to recount. She ended up releasing essentially a diss track about me with lyrics perpetuating the idea that I lied about all of this for fame. I was a small musician at the time, and after speaking out, gained tens of thousands of followers. While there were some supporters, the majority of the followers were people who actively hated me. I suddenly had thousands of hate accounts dedicated to me, thousands of dislikes and negative comments on all of my music, and completely ridiculous fabricated stories of me being posted online. I really hoped it would die out and people who liked me would stick around and I'd be able to move on with my career, but it never did. Anything I attempted to do was infected with this story. Googling me results in many first-page results calling me a liar. The people who hated me took it upon themselves to ruin every opportunity for me. Partnerships with brands, modeling opportunities, they were all flooded with comments saying I lied about SA. In addition to this, my home address, phone number, and family's phone numbers were all leaked.
And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Melanie's fandom would be the only one to do this. If literally any person spoke up against any famous pop singer, the similar stuff would definitely happen if that person has a decently big fan base. I mean, for some reason, people just have this obsession. And once again, this isn't...
Yeah, it's the Luddy argument thing. Talk about this all the time. It's like, yo, if you have say you have 100,000 people and you look them in the face and tell it, yeah, don't go out and do bad things, and then a couple of heads still go out and do bad things, and they're like, you know what I'm saying, fans of you, supporters of you, or whatever, like, yeah, you're just not responsible for these bulls. And like in this situation, if you tell as obviously not to like harass anyone in your audience, or like not anyone in your audience, if you tell your audience not to harass anyone, don't like, you know what I'm saying, go send hate, don't brigade people and all that, and there's some heads in your John that still go do that, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, it's obviously bad and it falls back on you, but you're not responsible for these niggas because you've expressly told them not to do this shit, you know what I'm saying?
Even specifically Melanie's fan base.
But then that's what sucks about it, obviously, and that's why it's a thing of like, and this is a thing that kind of happens to Kai Cenat, but kind of in like the inverse effect, because it falls back on him. But this is a thing of like, you're either gonna die the hero or like live long enough to become the villain, because like even like, the bigger you get, the less you can really kind of control how big your audience is. Like obviously you can say all the time not to do, for your audience not to do stuff, not to do bad things, but obviously as you accrue more and more of an audience, that 1% of your audience that still does the bad stuff, that 1% gets bigger of a 1%, and you know obviously the bad stuff that they do being still supporters of you or claiming to be supporters of you, like, you know what I'm saying, that PR will still fall back on you.
It's like a problem we have right now in pop culture where people act like, I don't know, they act like they know these famous people, and like they're willing to like ruin other people's lives and speak up against those people, and it's like, really, you don't even know
H3 snark
this person. I just will never understand that. Like, she knew Melanie, you will never know Melanie.
Something I noted in Pacify Her is once again using the terms like boy and girl when it should be man and woman, because the scenarios that she is talking about is for adults, not kids, not boys and girls. Similar to what I said in my Sabrina Carpenter video, and a lot of people...
Oh boy, yo, it's so funny. Trilly was going outside. I already know Trilly going to a little vacay. I was talking about little sis, you know what I'm saying, while we was driving on the jump. And we were talking about Sabrina Carpenter. I'm asking, I'm like, yo, what's up with Sabrina Carpenter, yo? Because that last jump, bro, let me see if I can find that jump with Sabrina Carpenter. I was like, dude, this shit is kind of like, nah, this shit is not kind of, it just was crazy. Like, hold on. Like, this shit was wild as fuck, boy. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. I'm sorry. Every time I see this shit, it gets crazier, dude. What the fuck? This shit cannot be real. Like, nah, hold on. Let me put this shit in a new tab. Where, where's open image in a new tab? Yeah, there we go. This shit is crazy. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and see, this is where I be asking, because I'm telling my little sis, I'm like, Sabrina Carpenter is supposed to be like the next Taylor Swift type of beat, but dog, like, it's looking kind of crazy. This going towards the Sophie Rain vibe than the Taylor Swift vibe. Like, what? I don't know, man. Because this is like the same John I be asking. And this is where I kind of boxed my little sister in the argument, and I'm low-key about to box y'all. Because you would say that she makes music and her main demographic is the young girly pops, right? You know what I'm saying? That consume this and they'll be singing this jump. My little sister, an example. Like, you know what I'm saying? The girly pops on the younger side, you know what I'm saying? Usually like Gen Z, you know what I'm saying? Going down. But this shit right here is a shit that appeals to men. So what the fuck is going on here? Nah, bruh. I'm trying to tell you, I'll box y'all out with this shit. Her music and all that, John, heads that are listening to is young girly pops. This shit like this and some of the shit she be doing on stage appeals to men. What the hell is going on? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I don't know what type of psyops, bro. I'm telling you, I'm calling motherfuckers out on this shit.
In the comments is like Miranda sings, is using terminology like this when you know who is listening is green. You are desensitizing your audience, your young girl, female audience, and
yo, I be saying this shit with yo.
Even boys too, that it's okay to just have sex with people my age and blah 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 blah. This
yeah, nah, we not treating around here. That shit cool.
This is something I should be exploring.
Nah, just nah.
boring. This is something that I should be in the know of. And I'm going to say this again, like I said in my Sabrina video, I am in no way, shape, or form saying that teenagers should never have relationships and should never.
Yeah, no, that's dumb. Because that's also a thing of, like, this is why you have heads going to college and, like, being fucking treaches and like, hoeing around and all this shit. And that goes for the bros and the babes. Like, this is, like, being sheltered as fuck. Like, I feel like some parents, obviously, like, you want to keep your kids safe. And this is the whole thing of what's happening online with censorship and shit. Because, like, yo, some heads are not being parents. You know what I'm saying? They're not giving TLC to their kids. And they're fucking turning them into Coco Melon kids. And giving them an iPad and bullshit. And letting that parent their ass. And letting YouTube and these motherfuckers parent their ass, basically. Right? But this also leads back into like, basically what she's saying. Like, I think of, wait, hold on. Let me listen to this shit again. Yo, I done lost my thought.
Never explore that side of themselves, way, shape, or
Oh, yeah. This also leads into a thing of, like, yo, heads parenting not parenting way too much, because obviously you should be parenting to the maximum effect, because being a parent is a thing, but heads being so strict, that's what it is, like, so strict on their children and really not letting them do shit is the reason that they become crash outs, you know what I'm saying, when they become adults or like go off to college and shit like that. Like, you gotta let them be kind of dumbasses and make dumbass mistakes and do shit like that, because then, I always say it, bruh, the shit that teaches niggas the most shit is when bad shit happens to them. Because, yeah, I don't give a fuck if you're a narcissist or you're the most insecure motherfucker on the planet. If some bad shit happens to you, no one wants that shit to happen to them. So, yeah, bruh, they'll usually avoid doing that bad shit if bad shit happens to them. So, yeah, you usually gotta let jits go through experience and shit like that. And this is another thing with jits, and, you know what I'm saying, as a former jit, I guess, because Trilly Young status or whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of jits think they fucking know everything. I ain't gonna lie. They think, yo, these adults don't know anything. Y'all always telling me what to do. Yeah, for the most part, you're a jit. You don't know shit. I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro. You just want to go out and do dumb shit because you think that shit is gonna make you cool or clouded or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, again, Trilly was a jit before. I know how you jits get down. It's like, bro, you really most of the time don't know what the fuck you're doing at all. It's like, yeah, you just want to be cool. That's just what it is. You want to do cool shit. But yeah, nah, deadass, like, you do need to let these jits go out and do dumb shit and make mistakes, because that's how they're going to become more upstanding and shit as adults, because they'll know responsibilities. They'll know not to do bad shit most of the time. And then obviously, along with them doing that, you need to discipline them, guide them on the right path. Like, be a parent. This is just like the most obvious shit. Like,
form saying that teenagers should never have relationships and should never explore that side of themselves. I'm not saying that, okay? I was a teen once. I get how it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like, bro, just do dumb shit. That's just what it is. Jits are gullible. It's just fucking...
It is never the responsibility of an artist to tell your kids what they should and shouldn't be interested in, when they shouldn't and shouldn't explore what they're interested in, and they definitely should not be making your child think that it is normal and acceptable.
It's more than just a theme is what Danielle is really pushing. I think Danielle's video really gave me a much more like open perspective to this, because I've never looked at it this way before. Like, seriously, I've never seen it this way before. I would really consider watching Danielle's video. It's such a good deep dive into Melanie. Like, I've honestly, once again, have never done anything close to the amount of research she did. She spent days working on this and just really, like, I think she really mastered it.
To just be free with the sex and just, I'm having sex and sex is so normal for kids my age. It's not. Kids should be kids, and I know my younger audience hates that.
Facts! Yeah, you just gotta go out and make memories and shit. Yo, stop trying to be bombing and shit like that, bro. Y'all not on shit. Let me keep it a buck. And that's why I keep saying on the clout tip, bro, if you a jit in high school, holy fuck, these jits, they never understand. That clout shit, well, I guess I kind of, like, TikTok and shit kind of, like, discerns that, but then again, like, it really doesn't. But that clout shit is irrelevant, bro. Like, you gonna graduate and niggas all become nobodies. It's like, dude, what the fuck? But the main part is, like, bombing and shit, bro. Like, yo, these jits really don't understand. Like, bro, he's just gonna learn, bro. You need to care about personality and shit, bro. Like,
hear me say that. I get it, because I was a teen once too, and I hated it. But it's true. I said this in my Sabrina Carpenter video. I'm going to say it again. You do not have to have relations in your teen years to know what you want as an adult, or to even have good experiences as...
Yeah, facts, because the first thing I'll deadass tell your ass immediately, the way you're thinking and the way you'll go about life and the perspective and all that, as a jit in relation to as you be as an adult will be very, very different. At least I fucking hope, because a lot of these heads, prefrontal develops at 20, fully develops at 25. Your neurons and fucking synapses should be fully firing, but a good amount of these motherfuckers, they never do, right? They never start firing, right? So that's the whole argument against that, but it's not a good argument because, yeah, it's not good at all. Yeah, motherfuckers still doing dumb shit at like 30 and 40. It's fucking crazy. But also to that, like, you know, relating back to this, it's like, dude, you just need to guide these jits in the right direction, bro.
As an adult, you don't need to feel pressured by others and by society, and especially your favorite artists that you look up to do certain things in a certain period of time.
Oh, yeah, that's so fucking stupid to me. Oh, brother, you a virgin? Oh, my God. Like, bro, who fucking cares, bro? My nigga, who cares? Why are you worried about another nigga fucking another girly pop body? And like, bro, what the fuck? That shit makes no sense to me, dude.
Or to make you feel like you're falling behind.
But this is the dumb shit that jits be caring about, like, bro. And it's like, yo, that's the shit that really be making me feel old to see that. Like, yeah, I was caring about that shit too as a jit, and like now, nigga, bro, we gotta put the boss in a 5 bad, nigga. I don't give a fuck if a nigga gets horny. I was saying this shit in the other vid, bro. I'll be feeling like Techie, bro. Shout out Tech, you know what I'm saying? A nigga has a right hand, and that right hand, bro, put it up, no cap. A nigga got a right hand. If it's time for gooding, niggas get horny, bro, we can handle this shit, bro. We do not need to be doing all this other bullshit that motherfuckers be getting into too, like, you know what I'm saying, hopping in these fucking diskies, all this other bullshit, DMing up, like, bro, avoiding all that shit, bro. You need to get that shit handled, bro. Your ass need to hop your ass on Google and get some shit, you know what I'm saying, and handle your little goon sesh, not all this other bullshit. But there's that, bro. Like, there's no time to be fucking up Johns and be thinking about all this type of shit and having this be at the forefront of your mind, bro. Your forefront of your shit should be whatever your goals, dreams, and passions are, bro, and getting shit done. But I guess that's in my opinion too, because you leave it up to heads like Miss Tan. Now, what we gotta be doing is making sure we're in the club at 1 a.m. So fuck it, bro. I guess it's whatever, bro. But I'm gonna tell you right now, let's prioritize some other shit.
Because you aren't or don't want to.
And if you're a jit, what you dead ass need to probably be prioritizing is 1, making memories, but 2 to that is definitely not fucking. It should be, yo, focusing on what the fuck you're about to do. Because if you're a jit, that means you're in Gen Z or Gen Alpha. Bro, we're fucked in the next coming years for the economy. So you dead ass need to think on what the hell you're gonna do with your life. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. All this bullshit you seen on TikTok, these motherfuckers saying you could do this, you make an OnlyFans, you'll get this. You could fucking, bro, do this crypto, do this forex, bro. It's all bullshit, bro. Like, niggas gonna really be putting the fries in the bag and doing that shit forever.
Moving on to the content of the actual music video, though.
Right.
Atrocious.
And this is a problem far from just
You telling
Melanie.
me,
It's a
huh?
problem with a lot of pop music today and stuff. It's just so, like, I mean, it's okay to be open about, like, sex and stuff. YouTube will definitely restrict me if I say the word, but I just think sometimes that, like, I don't know, I just get tired of hearing it. It's a little bit repetitive to
It like, yeah, of course, like, it's okay to be talking about these topics, yeah, duh, but it depends on a lot of factors, like context, tone, cadence, like what, like, there's a whole bunch of Johns when it comes to getting frisky, sensual, freaky frogs, freaky frog. But, like, yeah, in the context of how Miss Melanie Martinez is doing it, it's a no from me, hun.
just hear about that and only that and, like, so many different songs. Sometimes I just want to hear something else, you know?
It's crawling around on the floor, playing with blocks and toys, again with the baby-like mannerisms and things like that. Like, she is doing this on purpose and talking about sexual content in the context of toddlers/children. And then when the other girl, the other woman, starts to get really jealous, she stands up and exposes her bare chest to this boy, this man.
Oh my god. Yo, we just brushing this shit off? Nah, this shit nothing. I feel it.
Man who is portraying a toddler boy, a young child boy. He's also crawling on the floor and acting very childlike as well. It's very disturbing to me. This to me is not screaming awareness. In fact, when I watched this video, it felt again like she is portraying that CryBaby is the one who is trying to initiate these acts, as if a child can come on to an adult and as if any of the blame could be put on a child at all. But we'll see later on that she likes to blame children, which makes me even more kind of scared.
That's fucking crazy. Like, yo.
Of her. Let's move on to the K-12 album, which I know I did not cover every single song on CryBaby. I have the same opinion for like all of them. To me, the songs are not matching the context of the music videos, and the music feels like an excuse for her to be able to play out this age play fantasy.
How about I say this like fantasy? Cause this, Yo, I'm sorry, we getting a whole lot of things adding up, and let me tell you, boy, this boy looking crazy. This sum is looking insane, boy.
That she has created in her head. It feels to me like she has like been having this CryBaby storyline brewing for a while.
Once again, the fans' response
To have all these music videos and have a storyline like this and be well thought out, either she was cooking this up for a minute, I mean, she had this boy brewing on the stove for a hot second, or like her team, they were cooking up some fucking bullshit. Like, I don't know what the hell was going on, but either way, it came out to be some fuckery. So
this wasn't to debunk the video, wasn't to like make arguments, respectful arguments. They made fun of her looks, they called her obsessed, they told her to get a job, and there was something else, I don't even remember what it was. But yeah, they were just, that was their response.
yeah, but which part of that was attacking the story? Oh wait, none of it was.
Shows you how I think the people that like are absolute stans and obsessed over pop singers or pop stars might actually respectfully be the dumbest people, because like, what do you
Maybe they're not the dumbest people, but they're definitely the motherfuckers with the cock definitely down their esophagus the most.
mean you can't, like, what do you mean you watch this? Like, most of them probably didn't once again, but what do you mean you watch this and you go, oh well, she's just obsessed, okay? Like, what do you
She's just obsessed and you're a dumbass.
mean? How can you watch this and not be like, not understand where she's coming from? Like, even if you don't agree with it, how do you not?
Hey, that's exactly what I was about to say, and that's like, again, even on Hun's part, like, this is her opinions on how she's feeling the themes of the music videos and things as such are, and this is obviously her story that she was sharing in relation on how she feels about the music video and the themes of the music itself and all that type of beat. This is all on her own opinion and her own prerogative on her to share. So it's like, yo, if you feel a certain way about it, cool, but like, bro, you need to understand this is just her opinion, bro. Like, regardless of how you're feeling, yo, Miss Melanie Martinez, oh my god, she's still gonna be your fucking god zaddy queen or whatever the fuck, bro. Like, just glaze up and keep it pushing.
Not like respect her opinion, because she has a lot of evidence to support what she's saying. She's not just making up things, but their response is to go, oh, well, she's obsessed with Melanie. This is far from just a Melanie problem. Once again, it's basically most pop singers, especially on Twitter, so toxic. Taylor Swift fandoms are famously toxic on Twitter. I know for sure Ariana Grande fandoms aren't the nicest too. All of them are, and I'm not saying this even reflects from the actual singer, but for some reason some of them have really, really toxic fandoms. I'll see them constantly, like Ariana Grande fandoms, attacking people making videos about Ariana Grande and stuff, and it's just like, dude, is no criticism allowed or something? I'm so confused. Like, why is someone the worst person on earth? And like,
no, criticisms are definitely allowed. It's just that they do not want like criticism to be allowed, because they do not want, like, you know what I'm saying, any Johns. Like, they basically don't want to see cracks in the armor. It's something I talk about all the time, because again, if you can show that there are things that can be generally criticized with someone that people are like idolizing and think are a god and can do no wrong, obviously like that throws that off for them. Like, obviously they're seeing that this person can do wrong, they're flawed, they're not this perfect thing, they're not fitting their idolization that they done built for themselves in their mind. So it's like, yeah, they'll shelve it out. They'll try to shelve all those criticisms and all that type of things out.
why is there a tweet with 500,000 likes just hating on some video that's just dissecting different criticisms surrounding a pop singer like Ariana Grande? I'll just never understand it. Why can't people actually listen instead of just screenshotting the unwatched video and going, so obsessed with my pop singer?
And she created this music just to have an excuse to see it come to fruition and to actually play it out. This is a theme that carries over to K-12 as well as the film for K-12. So K-12 starts out with Wheels on the Bus, and in the music video,
when I don't even remember, I think I was 11 or 12, I loved this song. I didn't even know it was Melanie who sang it.
This K-12 shit.
I think I found it on Spotify or something. I loved it. It was really catchy and stuff. And watched the music video, and I didn't really pay attention to the lyrics or anything. But yeah, once you listen to the lyrics of these songs, I don't know. To some extent, if you are uncomfortable, it's understandable. But if you aren't, I mean, I wasn't uncomfortable at the time. I didn't really think it through. I just thought it was a catchy, fun little song. And I admit it, sometimes I'm tempted to listen to some Melanie songs because she's pretty talented. I will admit that. She's smart, she's talented, she's a great marketer. So I don't really blame people for being a fan of her because she is very, very talented with her music.
I'm about to say, and this is the same thing what I was saying with the Perfumes. Like, yo, and better yet, even to that, this is the same thing with, like, separating art from the artist. Like, yo, you could think Melanie Martinez's music, like her music itself, is fantastic, amazing, and all that type of beat. That's completely fine. Best example of this I always use for me is Kanye. Kanye's music, especially his old music, fucking, wow, chef's kiss. Everyone talks about graduation, duh, like, yada, yada. Even though graduation can't save him, and that's what I was about to get into. Next, yeah, Kanye, especially right now, still a dog shit, terrible person. Like, we all know this and have seen this, you know what I'm saying? And even with Melanie, again, Trilly's own opinion, yeah, she's not looking like the, you know what I'm saying, the most peachy hun ever right now, ever. You know, not even ever, but at least at least ever right now. I ain't gonna lie, for the very most part. But yeah, still to that, like obviously you can acknowledge that their art, the things that they created are very like good and all that type of beat for, you know what I'm saying, Melanie, obviously, like I was saying, like things like portals, you know what I'm saying, obviously the music for K-12, even though some of the themes in there looking a bit crazy, but overall you can see that it's had success and all that type of beat. But let's talk about those personalities. But then you could also argue that even to that, it's like, yo, talking about the personalities and even trying to dive in deep to that is like a parasocial like line being crossed in itself. But nope, we're crossing it. Yeah, personalities from as far as we're seeing with the allegations, all this other stuff. Not good.
As well as the song, once again, it's extremely, extremely disturbing. We are talking about adult themes in the context of kids. And now, again, I'm telling you, first graders, okay? And I'm saying first grade because if you watch the K-12 album, it actually pans to when Melanie and her friend are going up the stairs and are figuring out what classroom they're in. They say 222, it shows 222, and it says first grade. So I'm saying first graders. And Melanie fans can come at me all you want. I'm saying first grade because that's what she said. First graders, okay, are on the way to school on this bus. And again, it's talking about students, these students doing
what the fuck?
With each other, talking about he has his hand down her pants and
what? Yo, this?
I had no idea they were first graders. I remember a few years ago.
It hasn't got nothing.
When I was in middle school, I watched Brad Tasty Music. I was a fan of him. Not anymore for obvious reasons.
Oh gosh, I've seen all the shit, especially watching Pope Diorio. Shut up, Pope Diorio. You are, but you already know. Yeah, I was watching him cover the whole jump with Brad Tasty Music. Holy shit, it's so fucking bad, bro.
Definitely not anymore. But like, I thought he was cool. I joined this like app.
Nah, he's a dog shit human being.
I think I mentioned it before. Not an app, but this website where you like rate music and stuff. And I was kind of cringing stuff, but everyone on there thought he was cool, so I ended up thinking he was cool and watching his videos. And he was reacting to Melanie. He was like, "Reminder, first graders. This is singing about first graders." And I was like, "Where did he get that information from? He's just pulling it out of his butt." Never mind. I guess he just did a little bit of research before or something. Maybe his viewers told him. I'm not sure.
And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, okay? I'm just saying, like, why are you creating this
shit? Like, yo, like before this shit gets posted to YouTube. Heads watch, they like, you already know this is a music video. They shot multiple takes, all this different shit. How, this is something I ask all the time too within a lot of these dramas. How at multiple points did no one say like, yo, maybe we shouldn't do this shit? Like maybe we shouldn't do this. Like maybe we shouldn't, like.
fantasy in your head and creating this scenario and also having these actors act it out.
Like,
and again, with the outfits, what they are wearing, it is so childlike. And I know that she has said in interviews that she draws a lot of inspiration from like The Who's and Grinch and Dr. Seuss. And I totally see that with like a lot of the boys' hair, but I'm not seeing anything but Lolita when it comes to the outfits and the fashion style. Like Lolita.
It's like, sure, you could take inspiration from the Grinch, Dr. Seuss and all that type of beat, especially within like the styles. But why do we need to be putting these all in like children's scenarios and all that type of beat? Like that does not correlate.
A vintage baby. It's very strange that these celebrities are picking the youngest possible girls to cosplay as in some of the worst situations to romanticize and glamorize. And if you watch the K-12 film, which I will get more into later, when Melanie and her friend or CryBaby and her friend get off of the bus, they stop and they bend over. And they're very short, frilly, pretty little dresses come up, and the creepy, pervy bus driver gets an entire view. But Melanie fans will say it's to
you motherfuckers
drive a point home because they're
drive up. What the fuck is the point? Oh, these niggas, get the fuck out of here, bro. No, I have to hear what bullshit John D said because I already know it's about to be some nut shit, bro. Hold on.
underwear together said off. It does.
Nah, you're trolling.
Fans will say it's to drive a point home because their underwear together said off.
Yeah, sure. But again, if they are representing children and doing this, John, yeah, flashing the bus driver. I don't know. It's looking pretty fucking bad. What the fuck?
It doesn't matter. I need everybody to realize what plausible deniability is.
Yo! I feel like, bruh. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Trilly just fucking busted. Holy shit, I'm not even gonna hold you, bruh. Nah, let me put on the G-Boy blockers. Yo, my bad for anyone else watching this at night. Oh, that just got Trilly's Jalooper the slimiest ever, bruh. Plausible deniability. Holy fuck. Yo, these fuckers, they fucking love this shit. And yo, Hassan and the goddamn Orbiters, they abuse, if y'all ever seen in video games niggas button mashing and spamming combos to basically spam their way through this shit, boy, they spam plausible deniability like those niggas. Bro, because that's exactly what the fuck this is. Because, yo, yeah, and I do feel hung on this. Yeah, sure, they could use the argument of like, yeah, well, no, the whole point of them doing this was to show them saying fuck off and all that. Yes, but again, if they're representing children and they're bending over, flashing the bus driver, that's fucking bad. You know what I mean? If young girly pops see this shit and think, oh my god, well, Melanie Martinez was doing in a music video, sure, yeah, I should do this shit. Like, now granted, that would be some really dumbass shit. We gotta be working on real low IQ Jones, even, you know what I'm saying, using the fucking plausible deniability of jits being gullible or whatever. Yeah, bro, it would be some crazy shit. But if that had a potential of happening because they seen this John, that's a bad. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Bro, they spam the fuck out of plausible deniability. Holy shit, I am so happy she said that shit because, bro, I be saying that all the time. I'm like, these motherfuckers, they really be using plausible deniability hefty. Well, no, that's not actually what. Nah, get the fuck out of here. Like, you really tried that shit. You really fucking did. What was the point of doing this shit in the first place? Why couldn't they have like turned around and just held signs that said fuck off? I don't get it. Like a piece of paper, some bullshit. It's like, nah, you tried this shit.
It has plausible deniability, and that's why some of these things seem like such a fine line, and it's why some of her fans and some
No, that's why they are fine lines, because they can play plausible deniability, and you cannot exactly say, oh yeah, well, this is what they were doing, because then they could say, oh well, no, but this also is representative of what they were doing as well. This is the whole point of that. Yeah,
you feel such a deep need to defend it, with the ending argument being, well, you just don't get it.
I watched the film a few years ago. I thought it was pretty cute. Like the outfits, once again, the album cover was really cute. So yeah, this is really sad. I even thought the songs were pretty cute. Like I liked I think Orange Juice, once again, School's on the Bus, but I never really paid attention to the lyrics too much. And I mean, I have a really short attention span, so maybe I didn't even watch the full movie. I might have just like skipped through it. I think I skipped through to watch the songs and the songs only. And I'm pretty sure the movie, don't come at me because I looked it up on Google, I'm pretty sure the movie made less money than it cost. It cost like 10 to
Wait, the movie made less money than Oh, so then it would have been profitable, right?
5 to 10 million, and it only made like 4 million or something. Like,
oh, never mind. It's the inverse. Yeah, that's not profitable. Not at all.
Like it didn't. I wouldn't say tanked, but it's kind of crazy. It didn't perform as well as it was supposed to.
No, that definitely cratered because yeah, like if on the high end it costed 10 mil, then that's a $6 million loss. If it costed 5, then that's a $1 million loss.
Just don't understand. Listen, I am making a video this weekend on the children of the waning star cult or whatever with that Gigi Jarvis girl, talking about cults and stuff. But I've said other times that it kind of feels like Melanie's following is kind of like a cult following. And I say that as somebody who has survived a cult. I was in the IFB church for like 6 years, I want to say. And I drank that up. Like I guess I'm eating. I ate it up, man. I ate it up because I was a traumatized foster kid who didn't know which way was up, down, left, right. I didn't know what was good or bad. And these people apparently had all the answers. So I just trusted them, just went with it. You know what I mean?
Nope. That should be scaring the fuck out of me, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I don't know how heads be getting psyoped into that shit, but like honestly, a lot of the like a good portion of how that junk happens is through like, you know what I'm saying, family means like you grow up through this junk. So like obviously you're gonna grow up through, you're gonna think it's the normal shit.
But that was kind of something that we were taught in the church is like, if people aren't receiving your message, then what you have to say, well, you don't have to say it, but like what you say is like, well, you just don't understand because you're not saved, or you're misinterpreting that Bible quote because you're not a Christian, because you don't have.
Ooh, I saw Joe Bart talking about this shit the other day. Oh man, yeah, cause he was like he was saying some John about like the Bible, and then another bull that like makes, you know, religious content was like trying to debunk what he was saying, And it was like the way the guy was debunking what Joe Bart was saying was basically like, oh yeah, because yeah, you don't believe or whatever, or like and in that effect, like Joe Bart like was saying, well yeah, bro, like for me to have to accept those beliefs and all that, I would have to believe the Bible and all that type of beat, which in that case you'd have to convince him to believe that the Bible, you know what I'm saying, has all the teachings, you know what I'm saying, everything in the Bible is real and all that type of beat, you know what I'm saying. It was a whole different vibe. But this is kind of what she's saying right now. It's like, yeah, you'd have to already like believe it to keep going further in learning more things, you know what I'm saying, and going that deep into the genre. Not even that, because like obviously you could learn about some jazz, but not like I still not believe, you know, there's heads that are atheists or like agnostic and all that type of genre. But like, you know what I'm saying, to really like get fully like into it, or like psyoped, like I always say, or whatever, like you'd have to initially like have that belief that this boy is like real and all that type of John and all that type of beat.
The Holy Spirit in you, and that's why you're not understanding the exact words that you're reading and coming to your own conclusion for. And that's the same vibes that I get sometimes with these Melanie stands.
She ate this up because that's literally what someone, remember what I said earlier in this video?
It's a thing. Yeah, no, this is straight echo chamber psyop beat. Like, yeah, you just have to, better yet, here's how I do this. You have to initially already have these beliefs, and within you already having these beliefs, within you joining like a cult or like being like a super diehard G-boy for like some of these fucking people online, like you're just having the thoughts and rhetoric that you already had reinforced to you, and that's why you like being in these spaces. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why there's like these diehard Twitter fans and all that, because these people really fucking love these heads, and they're with heads who really also love these people. So if you come in that boy and you're not someone who also loves these, like loves this person like how they do, then yeah, your ass is getting exiled, or they're gonna fucking like, you know what I'm saying, shelve your ass out or start hating on you. Yeah.
That's what someone said to me. I said, I don't listen to her, but I respect you. I didn't say respect, obviously, that's cringe. I was like, I don't listen to her, but cool if you do. And she was like, well, and that's just because you've never experienced anything traumatic, so you don't understand. And I was like,
so you don't understand.
oh, okay. Thanks for assuming that. That's really cool. And the thing is, once again, I didn't even insult her. I just said I don't listen to it. That's all I said. And right before I said that, she was like going off on, I think I mentioned my favorite show. She was going off on how awful that show was. So it's just crazy to me. Maybe she's clearly part of the Melanie fandom.
We have show and tell, where she is a puppet on a string doing a dance for the class. And the point of the song is kind of, it feels like she's kind of sharing her experience with kind of being put on display as an artist and being criticized and nothing's ever good enough. Okay, that's all fine, good, and valid and stuff. But why are we once again depicting a first grader, CryBaby, and making her dance on a string? Nothing wrong with that until she starts smacking her butt, air humping, doing sexually suggestive moves while the crowd is cheering this on. It's completely unnecessary, and to me,
it should get worse every time. How the fuck does it get worse every time? Oh my god. I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. It's not, and
it really feels like she is putting out bait for one specific kind of audience, and either deliberately or not caring about the fact.
I'm gonna leave it alone.
That she is possibly being yet another generation of young kids after generation of young kids who think that behaving this way as a young child is acceptable. And during my time on TikTok, when I was
it's not. If you're watching, don't do any of this shit. Don't do any of this shit. If you enjoy Miss Martinez's music, sure. If you want to cop some of the products, sure. This shit right here, fuck no. I do not want to see your ass on no adult baby diaper Etsy. That's a hell nah.
Talking about this back in January, this is actually a video that did come up on my For You page that it really was like hard.
What the fuck is this? Yo, what the fuck is this?
TikTok, when I was talking about this back in January, this is actually a video that did come up on my For You page.
Y'all trolling, bro. Nah, where are my G-boy bloggers? Nah, one more time for the crowd.
Acceptable. And during my time on TikTok, when I was talking about this back in January, this is actually a video that did come up on my For You page that.
Oh, come on. Nah, I'm sorry. What are we doing? No, what are we doing? Come on. What are we doing? They never, I just don't understand. I don't get it. If we understand that the main demographic is young teenage girly pops and all that, why are we doing Johns that are suggestive and appeal to men? It don't make it doesn't make any sense. I'm not saying there aren't bros that can't enjoy like Melanie Martinez, or you know what I'm saying, or heads like Sabrina Carpenter, you know what I'm saying, or Johns like that. But it's like, yo, doing some of these Johns appeal to bulls that, I'm going to be frank, are not the teenage girly pops. I'm gonna be for real. It's crazy. It's crazy, Wagwan. Wadwan. Seriously though. What's going on here? Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, please get me off of this. Please get this off of my screen. Like this has got to be some form of torture, bro. Like
It really was like hard for me to watch because again, as a survivor, all of this just feels like such a slap in the face. Again, it does not feel like awareness. I don't feel like any awareness has been brought to some of the topics that she talks about that I have been through at all. In fact, it feels like a mockery of them. Because like I said, like we see in Teacher's Pet and things like that, it feels like she is presenting this kind of information in these
Yo, what the fuck? Yo, this shit, I just don't want to watch this shit. I'm not gonna lie.
stories and experiences through the lens of, well, the child asked for it.
And I have seen countless people, and some even say they found comfort in listening to stuff because it portrayed what they went through and they felt like Melanie helped them through it. And if that is the case and you feel like she helps you through it, especially like Teacher's Pet and stuff like that, then I mean, more power to her. Maybe if she's
I don't even know how to feel in that case. In regards, like, as we see in their heads that feel like, you know what I'm saying, like that this is like disrespect towards them. And then in like another regard, there are people that are feeling, I guess, relation and feeling comfort by this. I would want to say more power to you, but like, this is a thing where like, yo, this is like a perfect example, like, to even call myself out on hypocrisy. I always say like, yo, like, I'm okay with heads having their own beliefs and all that type of John, barring it obviously being harmful to people and all that type of beat. But like, this is like where, I don't know, like, you look at some of these music videos and shit like that, I don't know, like, I don't know if I want to have heads finding comfort in this shit. I don't know. I'm gonna go gut feeling Trilly, because, you know, I'm trying to keep it real. I would say, yeah, man, I probably wouldn't be too hot on you being comforted by this shit.
helping people, because I have seen some people say that. But yeah, not everything she portrays is always, she doesn't always portray it the right way.
Yeah. Like some of these Johns, I don't know how this is comforting you. I didn't even actually read what this says. Happy running low dead? What the fuck?
No.
It is honestly sad to see there's just so many allegations and so many controversies, because I don't know, just like when I first saw her, I thought she was pretty cool. She's really creative. She's really, really unique. She just got a pretty, I don't know, it's hard to, because singers and pop stars and TikTokers that are trying to be pop stars are always dyeing their hair and stuff, and it just doesn't stick. It's not like an image, but she like did the split hair and that just sticks with her and stuff. So it is really, really sad to see, because I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like, yeah, no, the split hair definitely is like an aesthetic that works for her, because she's already on, like, you know, saying looking like more unique, you know what I mean, and all that type of beat. Obviously, we see how she did the old John with the perfume bottle, the whole thing like that. So yeah, like that aesthetic works for her. But X did it first. I'm glazing. Bro, obviously has it before X do.
It's like her music on itself isn't bad. Like a lot of people have been saying, yeah, it's always been terrible. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty good on its own. Like, I like it. I like how she makes her music. I think it's pretty unique. It's pretty fun. I mean, sure, it's pop music, but she kind of has her own style. She does it in her own way. So this definitely hits hard for me, because I did like her music. I saw some of it on Spotify. I listened to it. I've never been a fan, and I haven't been a fan, yeah, ever. But I don't know, just kind of sad.
Never. Like, never been a fan, in my entire life.
And I get it, once again, if you have tons and tons of merch and stuff and you're hearing this and you're like, just shut up, let me support her, man. I know, it sucks.
Hey, do your own thing, but again, I'm gonna be 100,000 with you. I probably wouldn't be as koosh with you glazing up this hard.
Supported Brad Taste in music for years. It felt personal. I get what you mean. It felt personal when all these allegations came out against him. When I heard the audio recently, it's been circulating. It felt really, really personal, and I was like, dang it, man. But he's been in a slow decline, so I mean, I kind of stopped watching him for years now, because once again, he just kind of stopped posting. He was really depressed and stuff. But it really does suck when someone you really, really liked for so many years has something come out against them. I didn't make this video to tell a Melanie fan to stop supporting her. I didn't make this video to advertise her to other people. You gotta make up your own mind. You're not a bot. Sure, I tried to stay unbiased as possible, but it's hard to stay unbiased while talking, so I just kind of yap, in my opinion, floods in. So I know I wasn't perfect at it, but if you still support her, I don't hate you. Tons of Melody fans are super, super sweet. I love
I'm
them.
saying, nah, that's your prerogative. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Do your thing, hun. Like I was just saying earlier. Like, yo, do what Jones makes you happy. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie. With some of these music videos, yo, if you're defending some of these shits, I'm like, ooh. I gotta ask a couple questions on.
Some of them are toxic, but that's basically every fandom, I guess. So I'm not telling you to stop supporting her, but this video had a lot of different knowledge in it, a lot of different evidence, a lot of different stuff. So it's your turn to make up your own mind. Please be respectful. I don't really read the comments, especially under videos like this, because I don't want to deal with people that are toxic. So I'm just probably not going to see your comment, but still be nice to other people and listen to their opinions. I'm selling a limited amount of sweatshirts and t-shirts to help a Palestinian family get out of Palestine, which is an expensive trip during these horrible times. A lot of you know Mustafa by now, and it's $2. When you buy a t-shirt or sweatshirt, a portion of the profit goes to Mustafa's family as they need money for food and a chance to escape the danger and rebuild their lives. The shirts are super soft and high quality, and you will be helping save the lives of a dad, mom, and 2 toddlers. The packaging is super cute, custom stickers will be added, as well as a super fun card. Mustafa's house, seen here, is completely destroyed, but he remains a great father, eating very little to save most of it for his children. One of his arms is broken, so there's no better time than now. Check one out today.
You feel? You already know. Of course, baby. Shout out shit of love with the hun. Miss Coco's crazy. Facts. Y'all already know how that gets down. We got the scamming Melanie Martinez situation. Just got worse. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link. Shit or love it, of course, the hun Miss Coco's crazy. And final opinions and conjecture.
Girly pop.
2 hours, 12 minutes, and about to be 50 seconds. I think y'all got it. So Trilly will be exiting the tea party, and y'all already know, of course, it's all love to the babes. And again, shout out to the love of the hun Miss Coco's crazy. If you want to watch the OG video, down in the description, first link, as we always say. Other than that, I'll be catching y'all on the flip. Peace.
Thank you.